I have a feeling that might become Mars's theme song of a sort.
If we're lucky. Alright. If I recall, when last we met, we were at the tail end of a batch of exposition, and I had just been asked to feel up a piece of machinery.
I believe we did establish that you got, basically nothing out of that.
Also, I should like it pointed out for the record, because this innuendo has been made before, that it is not Xiaomi, but that thing Mars has in his basement.
Probably a good thing to point out. But yes, Skullhat will get here when he gets here, so... Brad, you need any kind of refresher.
Sorry?
You need any kind of refresher.
No, I just read the thingy.
Okie doke. Oh, right, I should probably make this visible because you all now actually have a map.
Oh yeah. You missed silly things last week. That dragon was silly.
Ah, there we go. You won't love.
Oh, we're at 164 character points?
Yes.
I must have forgotten to give myself some.
There were a few times where you were given 2 character points instead of 1. I feel that people might have missed that. Well, my math be wrong when I went through and counted them all up again.
I just, my sheet was sitting at 160, so.
Oh yeah, you're definitely not at that.
Yeah, it doesn't change the way I've spent anything, it's just, my total wasn't right then.
Yep. So,
Welcome to the vault. Yes, Alan had been given the opportunity to feel up the piece of alien machinery that Mars had a hold of quite a few years back. And all he really learned about that is that it's alien.
uh-huh.
It's made of the same elements, because everything is, but not the configuration he's had before.
Somebody has been watching enough Star Trek.
So, you know, the normal known set of 171 elements.
Yes. Nothing too out there yet.
Alrighty. In that case, Alan will take some time, approach this thing, and, just use matter kenning to see what he can feel out about the interior. Does it look like it has been, you know, deconstructed or, you know, opened up in any depth for study? Because, to my eyes, from what I remember of the slideshow we were given last time, it looked like either a small one-person ship or a probe of some kind. I don't think we've been told what this thing actually is, if anyone knows.
If anyone knows.
Suppose that answers that.
But what you can feel the inside... Well, it is obviously damaged. It could be a one-man ship. There is a... something that looks like an opaque window on the front that has holes and cracks in it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, with its shape, it could be literally anything else. It's hard to tell. It's basically just a pointing arrow downwards. Of an arrowhead, not of the, just an arrow. But it is not hollow. It has been opened a little bit. People have torn things out of it, presumably Mars and his bunch of robots. But it is solid all the way through.
Right. Well, I will see if I can identify any discrete components within by feeling out their shapes. It's not likely, and I may have a vague impression of the materials as I go, but this is definitely a non-destructive examination going on.
The only thing you can really recognize is that there is an electrical system in the thing.
Mm-hmm. So, electricity as we know it, that's good.
Yes.
It's not, powered by the blood of the damned or anything. I make sure to comment that out loud.
Mars just made kind of a snorting laugh. The robots do not respond. But yeah, it's got an electrical system spread out all throughout the machinery. But other than that, nothing's made the way you're used to. Even when Mars actually comes over and points out what he thinks is a control system inside one of the holes, you do not recognize that by feel.
Right. So, for all we know, this here could be either a sidearm attached to the armrest, or it could be a telephone. Or
Pretty
it
much,
could be
yeah.
a ration, for all I know.
Possible.
Have you tried tasting it?
In the pause, a robot turns towards Heartbreaker and just says no.
Well, good taste, that man. Yeah, in that case, Alan is going to stand back from it and, continue to let the experts expert upon it. Because he might be useful as a consultant here, but alien doesn't mean alien for nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of unfortunate that it's right now the Skullhat's not here.
Well, in the meantime, Chioma's going to wander over to these inactive robots and give them an assessment. Just see what they look like they might be capable of in combat.
At first look, they look very frail. But they do seem to have weaponry built into their arms. And it's definitely not ballistic weaponry. Maybe glass cannon sort of deal?
Small question, for Mars or any of the, technicians who may be around here. Is it all robots? There's no lab coats down here anywhere?
Mars calls out from where he's sitting at a console up there. As I said, we are now the only living people to see this room.
Alrighty. It occurs to me, why are you keeping damaged security robots right next to the big alien who's it? Shouldn't there be a separate repair lab somewhere?
We use the opportunity to upgrade them with some of the appropriated technology. Keeping them close at hand as we find potentially new discoveries is honestly the quickest way. Besides, the piece of machinery is completely inert. I've tried many times to wake it up over the years.
out of character note. See if I can add a magnetic sense to matter sensing.
You just want to be Magneto.
No. I want to be able to tell if an electrical circuit has any charge moving through it.
And if he becomes Magneto, he gets defeated by all the wooden guns.
You want to be Static. He's more powerful anyway.
Sorry, I was pouring my drink. Is Heartbreaker doing anything?
There is nothing I can do in this room that is helpful.
And his living quarters you can go hang out in.
Well, I will be in touch if you guys need me. I'm going to go teach kids the dangers of climbing into dryers.
Don't laugh. Okay. Haven't seen how bad it gets when a kid gets his whole world tumbled upside down.
I just... Okay. So I assume Heartbreaker is summoning Mr. Hobbs and going poof.
Yep.
Poof! But considering you have Mr. Hobbs and mental communication, you can be back at any moment, so that's not really a huge deal for you.
Nope. I can keep track of things and be part of the conversation without being here, so bye.
Well, Ralph and Lewis Skullhat being here will do as Ralph does and examine the alien thing.
While drooling.
Yeah, probably. The tech down here, even Alan can tell, is even better than what you have in the lab back at the Emerald Tower. Probably because a lot of it's improved with that alien tech. Also, the Duke is actually here. Mars went and grabbed it from the parking lot upstairs.
Roger that.
How he got it in here is not very clear.
Yeah, I don't see any signs of a freight elevator.
Must be one somewhere.
On the other hand, knowing that teleportation is apparently a very accessible technology to Aegis, I'm sure Mars could have gotten his hand on it somehow.
Probably. But at the same time, then why the elevator?
Dramatic effect. Or it's a box and he teleported us to the bottom floor at some point. I don't know. Sure avoids having to put an elevator shaft in. Bacon.
So Ralph's over there, and he's starting to actively pull out machinery, but Mars isn't stopping him. He doesn't seem to have any problem with that.
Well, I'm sure there comes a point of diminishing returns where you have to just start opening the damn thing.
A little bit.
If Ralph pushes the big red button, I'm shooting him personally.
Well, just look at his face. Would he do that?
A great big grin. What looks like an explosion reflected in the goggles. I'm gonna go with yes. Anything else for Chioma to do before we really start to leave Skullhat behind?
She's only really got combat on the brain. I don't know, there's not a lot of tech she can mess with. I mean, I guess someone might as well check this out.
The security robot who happens to be in the weapons testing range, is it one of the ones with an integrated arm cannon?
Yes, they all have integrated arm cannons. Some of the ones that were damaged did not, but
Mega
potentially
Men.
damage.
Pardon, Brad?
Are they Mega Men?
I'm gonna say no, just because they're not nearly as pretty.
Do they believe that they are better at their job description than human security guards would be?
They don't believe anything.
That's a
So
pity.
they're exactly like human security guards.
That's a pity. If they did believe they were superior, they could at least claim to be Oibamensch.
These don't appear to do much sentient thinking at all. The one in the security range will stop firing down the range and turn to you as you enter.
Oh no, I was just coming in to see exactly that. What sort of effect does this weapon have on the far wall, or the targets?
If you motion forward to keep firing, it will step back forward, hold out its arm, and fire what looks... Well, you've heard the stories about ball and lightning.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot like that's been described.
So I'm presuming it does not move quite as fast as a bullet.
No. But it does leave quite the scorch mark when it hits the wall.
Right. I will bear that in mind. Does that far wall, does it appear to be metallic, ceramic, or...
Metallic.
Okay, noted.
Alright. So Ralph pulls something out of the machine, looks at it, turns it around a bit, and then tosses it off to a growing pile to the sides of him.
Mm-hmm.
And Mars turns towards Alan as he comes out of the firing range. Mr. Hardock and I believe we'll be able to make a larger jammer.
That would prove useful if perhaps still a single point of failure. Do you need the parts of the old jammer to do it?
No, we should be fine without that. It
Excellent.
was fairly simple technology.
Okay, good.
The citywide jammer, not as much. It should take at least a few hours, unfortunately.
Yeah. I do not have any bets placed on the on that group of stormers being the only ones who were under that particular mode of control.
Yes, and with what you've told me about Talax's awakening of sorts, I have a wonder if I couldn't wake this up because he wasn't awake, and that now it will.
How about we finish dismembering it before it can wake up and demonstrate that to us?
Let's hope it doesn't feel pain. What is Shiome doing?
Just checking out the living area.
There is a couch and a TV.
But is there a fridge?
There is a fridge. It is this.
Well, that's important. We have to raid the fridge.
There's not much in the fridge.
Now I'm disappointed.
Considering Mars is the only living person down here.
Is there a tap?
No.
No sink, no faucet?
Oh, that's what you meant by tap. There are two different meanings for tap. I went with the other one. There is a sink.
Gotcha. Ah, excellent. Are there glasses?
Probably in a cabinet somewhere.
Does the fridge have an ice maker?
Yes.
Show me. Fill us a couple glasses.
Yeah, sure.
Alan, human drink maker.
The water turns into a distinctly yellow, slightly bubbly fluid. I am aware that I spent today extremely drunk, and I hope neither of us holds that against me. But thank you for watching my back out there with Ghostlight, and thanks for sticking with the team, even though some of us are a bit crazy.
Skull hat.
Yep. Text message, he says he's just handling something. He'll be here shortly.
Shumi nods. Well, hey, that's what teams do. You do the same for me.
I most sincerely hope so. Offers the glass to Link.
And that's their toast.
I don't know if Chiyomi's ever had mead, but
Interesting
Probably
choice of
not.
drink. Does that have honey in it?
it is made from honey in the same way that beer is made from cereal grains. Yes. I suppose the next question is if you've ever had mead.
Nope.
Nope.
Doubt you'll have Tugwell Creek at the in liquor stores down there, but okay.
Doesn't matter much to me.
Oh.
I cannot legally drink.
Oh, right. You're still 1 year under the limit down there, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, up here the limit is 19.
Ah. With Skullhat being here, if he's not actually here yet, we are going to hold off for just a second so that he can actually speak for Ralph.
No, you may not drink. No, would you like to sign up for the military? Makes sense to me.
I do believe that if you're in the military, though, they let you drink.
Oh yeah, that's totally worth it.
Well, yeah, but
That's-
just say they do have at least some internal consistency.
That just always seemed weird enough that they think an 18-year-old isn't responsible enough to drink, but is responsible enough to join the military. It's just...
Yeah, well,
I think
these two age limits came from entirely different social positions.
Oh, I know, it's just completely inconsistent. And if you live in the country, you can drive a car when you're 14, but if you live in the city, you have to wait till you're 16, because that makes sense.
Actually, that one does. The main reason for having for having so many kids out in the country is because you need reliable employees to work the farm, and well, driving the farm equipment is part of that.
Yeah, that 2 years makes all the difference. I just remember that one coming up because there was an episode in Smallville's first season where Clark was driving a car and people were questioning it. It's like, he's supposed to be 14. Yeah, he works on a farm.
Oh yeah, played by a 30-year-old, totally 14.
He was 21 at the time, yeah.
Really? That kid is not aged well.
It was fine in the first season when he was 21 playing a 14-year-old. It got a little ridiculous in the last season. In the last season when he was 31 playing a 24-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The same problem Charisma Carpenter had in Angel. It worked on Buffy when she was 21 and playing a 16-year-old. But by the end of Angel, she was 29 and playing a 20-year-old, so...
Yeah, I'm just gonna link this relevant GIF.
Strangely enough, I would buy them.
Especially with that T-shirt.
I totally want to see. I totally want to see Steve Buscemi play a 16-year-old in the movie now. Now, the reasons for that all make sense too. You don't want it. They don't want to have actual underage actors because child labor laws make working with people who are underage a pain in the ass. And
Brad, do you have a fan or something running?
not that I'm aware of.
But he does have a restless leg.
Plus, when you get actual 14-year-olds to play 14, they look too young on camera for some reason.
Make
The
up
only
those weird
exception I
things.
can think of that is Harry Potter. Those movies. They got actually both good child actors and they actually looked their age. Not surprising.
I have not seen them.
As someone who's only seen the first two movies, and part of the, oh damn it. Whichever one's immediately after Prisoner of Azkaban.
Goblet of Fire.
That sounds right. Yeah, they looked about the right age, but... I don't know.
They grew into good actors. They were not good actors immediately.
Yes, I will grant that.
Because they were like,
decent
what?
enough for child actors, I'll say.
Yeah, they were
Because
like, what,
in general,
10,
almost
11
all child
originally?
actors are pretty bad.
Some of them are just badly directed, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
I've too often seen that, where a kid is trying to act natural in some episodes, and it really works, and then other episodes they have obviously been coached badly.
If you want to see a show where adult actors act like kid actors, watch Power Rangers Samurai. The directors told the actors on Power Rangers Samurai to act as if they were speaking to very small children.
Oh.
That season's bad, but it's hilarious to watch. And Megaforce was worse, and not just for butchering Gokaiger as bad as it did.
That reminds me, I need to watch the latest History of Power Rangers episode.
Yeah, he just did RPM, didn't he?
Yes.
It was good. RPM's my favorite one.
Well, at least to finish whatever he's doing, because it's him we're waiting on now.
Yep. He has to handle the thing, but go ahead, Andy's tart. Don't know what a small pie has to do with the mountains, but there we go.
I could use one, though. Sounds delicious.
Have Alan turn a chair into one for you.
That sounds like it would be difficult to swallow.
Cakes contain organic components.
Well, so do neurotoxins. I can't change organic compounds. That doesn't mean that I can't change things into organic compounds.
I see.
Just once they are those organic compounds, they're done.
Yeah.
Watch as I turn this pool of water into a pool of urine, and then can't change it back.
Now turn into yogurt.
How about no?
You don't want to swim in a pool of yogurt?
Okay, that's a definite no.
I always wanted to fill somebody's shoes with Jello as a April Fool's prank. Does that count?
What happens to this deep in there? With like bounce out?
It's a squish.
It would be really gross. Another thing I always wanted to do was go to any cities. Some cities have the fountain at City Hall. I just wanted to go to one and make craft dinner in it.
Oh, we have a fountain downtown here, and it is a grad tradition to put bubble bath into it.
Yeah, the one where I live, well, the one where I used to live in Brantford, they actually turned it off forever because they kept having to replace everything because people kept leaking things in it.
Yeah.
When you have a public source of water...
Well, ours is decorated like a fish ladder, and it's actually fairly shallow at the around the perimeter, which means that there's constant recirculation up to the top, and then it flows down, as well as having a fountain. So when you do put a full box of bubble bath in there, it not only overflows, but it overflows onto the highway.
That's great. I mean, awful at the same time. Clean it up, but that's pretty great.
So cars come screaming down Nickel Street Hill, turn the corner, and then suddenly have to go through a 6-foot-tall wall of bubbles. It's not exactly the safest thing, but it doesn't last long if there's enough traffic.
Go ahead, I want to say something really quick, like in order.
Hmm? Yodelolehoo.
Okay, you're good.
Whiptily woodle.
You're okay.
Hello? Something.
I am getting a little bit of static on you.
Sweet.
I'm seeing no reports of issues.
Static shock?
I'm seeing no reports of issues at the server, so might just be a transient issue where he is. And I think Skullhat may be back.
Hello.
Get in the server, we're waiting on you.
Why?
We need you to do science.
I never thought I'd hear that. Makes me kind of happy.
Yeah, well, considering where we left off last time.
We need you to pour some nut butter on this gun blade we found.
I don't get the reference and I feel sad.
You don't want to get that one. Find out about it yourself in due time.
Okay, my brain's still on standby because of all the busy stuff I'm doing. What the heck is the password again?
Nugget.
Thank
Oh
you.
no, now everybody knows. I'll have to censor this whole segment.
Who cares? If they want to jump in and, randomly talk about superheroes, that's their business.
Besides, it's not the Mumble password.
That too.
And MapTool and putting that there didn't help him.
I recognize the nut butter, but I couldn't figure out the rest of it. I am sleepy.
It's from Spoonie's Final Fantasy 13 review.
What was the full phrase?
Rub nut butter on this gun blade.
Oh, wait, I remember now. That's like the skit with the whole jelly on weapons thing.
I'll show you how to upgrade this weapon.
It's funny. Alright, okay, so you needed me to do a thing. What's the thing? What am I doing?
Are you on the map?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm on the map. I'm inside the security room full of robots.
Yes, well, welcome to the map. It is new.
It's very
Teaching
shiny.
kids why they shouldn't crawl into tumble dryers at the local laundromat.
But aren't you here, or...?
Oh, he can listen in from anywhere.
Then he can teleport back whenever he likes, so it's,
I guess that's true, so yeah, fair enough.
While you were gone, it was determined that you and Mars could, working together, build a citywide jammer for that control system.
Actually, with my new powers, I can do it a lot faster.
Normally, yes. If you actually knew what most of this technology did.
Yeah, remember, you can only use it for things that you can succeed on a routine check for.
Yeah, that's true. This is true, so yeah.
You do not know the difference between an alien toaster and a gun.
Well, I'm pretty sure either one could kill someone, so give me a second.
It's best to figure that one out before you try to make toast.
I don't know, depending on the gun, it could make toast pretty well.
Yeah, it can make some great toast.
It
And hey, you get a lethal enough toaster going, you can make toasted people. So, you know, it's not like they're completely mutually exclusive. Alright then, so I figured this out, and we both figured out we can make a gigantic
Citywide.
Yeah, shitty citywide force field against this kind of
Jammer.
stuff? Ah,
It
okay.
just keep the control system from working at all.
Ah, okay. That is definitely something we need to be doing then.
For a refresher for those just tuning in, that is a blocker for this guy who seems to be exerting some sort of mind
You're back.
control over Stormers.
For a more thorough explanation, the commander discovered that she could control the nanites in the Stormers through just what she got from the storm itself. Which she hadn't really determined how that gives people abilities yet, but that's not the most important part of it. It's a reasonable assumption that Talax, being the person who's actually behind the Silver Storm, could take advantage of that control system a bit more thoroughly.
Yeah, natively, perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah, that reminds me, there was a question I had for Mars once we came back in session that I remember now. I shall get to that once Ralph is back here, once Skullhat is back here to hear it.
You should have a magic cowboy hat of some kind.
Why, exactly?
Because it looks so nice in the picture, it should be magic.
I don't think magic is really Ralph's deal. We don't appear to have anyone with anything close to magic, actually. I guess Heartbreaker's closest, but...
Oh yeah, my ring is the magic source.
There you go.
Well, any sufficiently researched magic is indistinguishable from technology.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't actually write that on my sheet because it doesn't give you a point to, but yeah, it's... The source is magical, and the origin is bestowed.
Oh, you're talking about the descriptors?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if that ever actually affects anything, but...
Uh,
I think there are
it does
people
for
with
some
blink,
things.
Yeah, the nullify effect in particular is supposed to target a descriptor or a few descriptors, and any effects that rely on them are then nullified or candidates for nullification.
For example, there could be a nullify effect that's just nullify magic, or it could be, for whatever reason based on the character, a nullify that can only nullify outside sources, which would affect yours because it's bestowed, but it can't affect, like, inherent magic.
Then
You haven't
there's all
actually
the-
run into much of that yet, but...
Hey,
Yeah.
I used one once.
You haven't run into much of that against you.
Yeah, and everything is a motion descriptor too, and that's a thing too.
That reminds me, technically the tags on Alan's powers should be chemical, quantum forces, and mutant.
Hopefully there's no sentinels around. What?
Cartoon. Before
What's
your
this?
time a little bit.
I can't actually understand what you're saying, unfortunately.
We're only getting every second syllable.
Okie dokie.
See you in a minute.
Does this universe have a version of the Friends of Humanity? Because I totally want to hypocritically turn in mutants for having powers using my own powers that come from a non-mutant source.
On the plus side, it would be fairly easy to keep that group distinct from our own set of villains. They'd just be called foe.
I don't know how it worked in the comics, but it was great in the animated series when it turned out the leader of it was related to Sabretooth. I think he was Sabretooth's son, actually.
So now we're waiting on 2 people.
So glad we have the music to fill in the blank space.
Yeah, not a whole lot happening yet. Because everyone kind of needs to be here and ready to go for the things that I am having happen.
Suddenly, everything blows up. None of you are here to stop it.
Does anybody remember the Spider-Man X-Men crossover episode?
Nope.
Episode of?
It was an episode of Actually, it was an episode of Spider-Man that had the X-Men characters on it, and they were all in the wrong colors because it was a different production house that made the shows.
No, I have not had the pleasure.
But there's this just great little bit of dialogue between 2 like non-characters where they're told to guard a place against mutants, and Spider-Man comes swinging in, and they're arguing over whether they should fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he even a mutant? I don't know.
Hey you! Why doesn't that web come from your butt? Because they're gizmos. See, he's a tech-based hero. Like steel. Iron.
Then how does he stick to things?
I don't know. Gloves?
And the flips.
I imagine somewhere in this world, people are having a similar argument over Omega. She showed up during the Silver Storm. She's totally a Stormer, bro.
Okay, there we go. All of the descriptors updated on my character sheet.
I am sorry about the constant breaks out. I have a lot to do today, so sorry. It's just kind of fallen in my lap.
What's unfortunate is we've had Captain Tight fans disconnect as well because their connection kind of went to shit.
I can't help that, and it's not my fault. I refuse to take blame. However,
You're taking it anyway.
Aww. What do I do with it? I can't make sandwiches out of it. Anyway.
You have hours. You can make sandwiches out of anything.
Yeah, I don't know if you sandwich out of blame. I wanted that as a superpower. Alright, so what do you need me to roll and do precisely? Or are we waiting for Tight Pants to be able to jump in?
You can do some rolling and stuff.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Either irrelevant expertise or technology.
Huh, I wonder which one I'm going to roll.
I don't know.
I'm going to assume this time I can't pass with a routine check.
No.
That's better than a routine check.
I'm suddenly not looking forward to this.
Actually, you know, Heartbreaker and Alan working together could do a power stunt that does exactly that. Heartbreaker, like, takes a certain emotion and goes, "Here, Alan, catch!" And Alan just forms it into a sandwich, I don't know.
That is totally not how anything works.
No, but it's not supposed to make sense. Comic book logic.
You eat it, and you can hear your parents asking why you didn't get better grades.
See?
I would like to hear the result of Ralph's study of the guts that he's been tearing out of this apparent alien probe.
It's full of nanites and blood. Why?
No blood, but there are some nanites. Not surprising, since this is where Mars originally found them.
Yeah, I know. I had to invent my goddamn own, and this guy's had a cheat sheet this whole time. Cheating son of a bitch. Well, at least mine don't backfire on me. So,
You can tell there's a transmitter in this.
oh, great. Yeah, we need to get working on that shield, because this shit could come alive and kill us. Well, try. It is kind of just a hunk.
You can definitely take apart that transmitter to help, though.
Yep.
Whether that's with a screwdriver or a hammer.
Sorry, I'm using super science. I have a screw hammer. It looks kind of like a drill if you hit things with it. Now then, first step, I need to disable any ability for this thing to communicate outside of this room. I'm going to assume he has other failsafes in, like, you know, probably stuff that naturally blocks it built into the machinery and the walls, but regardless, if I can just remove that part and disassemble it, probably should do that. So I'm gonna, because I don't know how he communicates, it's gonna be telepathic, so I'm gonna hope that this stops that nonsense. Plus, by disassembling it, I can figure out how it ticks and maybe send him hateful messages over text.
Please make me another technology roll.
Well, not as good as a routine check. I need to figure out a way to make my routine checks better. Sure, there was a way.
Well, you're at your max skill right now.
Oh no, there's like a way to make a routine check. Like instead of a 10 all time, it's like a 12. That might be a D&D thing only though, because, If it's anything, it's an advantage, and I'll look into it later. Point is, that's what I got.
You have successfully taken it apart.
Good for me. Now, let's see if I can figure out how precisely it works. I have the pieces, and I'm going to see if I can figure out whether or not it's... like, what runs it? How does it communicate precisely? Is it all just... is it a closed circuit? Is it some kind of...
Make another check roll.
I'm going. Slightly better than average.
Yes. What you can tell is that it's definitely powered by electricity.
Okay, you're not allowed to fucking call me... No. I am Iron Man. I'm not Captain America. You shut up. Give me the technobabble now.
I think he's actually talking to me. Carry on.
It is still powered by electricity, but you have no idea how it transmits anything.
Poop.
There is no human form of communication in this thing.
Yeah. We're going into theoretical sciences now. Okay, this is gonna sound dumb, but I'm gonna try it. I think maybe he might be more of a technological organism than just pure technology. I'm just trying, right now I'm just looking at this from purely mechanical standpoint. He's not. He's not a conventional robot. He's not anything that we'd understand as a robot or a cyborg. He might just be an organism a la Transformers that just uses metallic bits instead of, or like organics, squishies. So I'm going to try a treatment roll to see if I can recognize anything going on that thing. Like, are the nanites acting like white blood cells might act kind of thing. So this isn't as good as my usual, but it's still pretty good. Hey, I rolled decent. So you might be using this the same way a human brain might be using it, or a liver, or something. Just, metal and shit.
You think you found some organic material on the inside? Oh, wait, no, that's just your drool.
Aww.
By he, do you mean Telex?
What? Yeah, oh, yeah, yes, I was referring. I'm assuming this is a piece of him, like we discussed, and kind of was hoping he might just be a living metal creature that uses, different substances instead of organics, but that is not the case. Apparently, he's just a big fuck-off robot, so trying to figure that out.
This isn't a piece of, well, as far as we know, Mars. Where did you say this came from?
Space. There you go.
Well, yeah, but Telex has been in the ocean for God knows how long.
But how'd he get there? He could have, fallen through the atmosphere and maybe lost a chunk.
I found it buried in the forest outside of Emerald City.
I mean, he can't have been buried in there for eternity, so, well, okay, he could, but I really doubt it.
Yeah, but if this hit Earth after he did, like thousands of years after...
Then it could be different, I'll give you that one, but we don't have any proof it is different, or any proof that it's the same either. I'm just working off what I got. And what I got is, big scary robot shows up, he mentions having a bit of alien tech. Only bit of alien tech I recognize is Telex right now, so... Unless you want to pull up one of the aliens that, the government won't talk to me about, that live amongst us, yeah, I got nothing. I'm just kind of working off what I got.
Mars wakes up. In my haste to move it on it being found originally, I wasn't able to determine how long it may have been buried there, but definitely was a very long time.
Which is why I like to think it's part of Telex that fell off when he came here, but like I said, no proof of that. And this is too small for us to have noticed if Telex was damaged or missing a piece. It's not working like an organic part, it's looking like a metallic part, so...
Ralph, if you're having trouble disabling this, I can just turn it to chalk.
No, it's in pieces. It's disabled as close as disabled gets. If turning it into pieces doesn't work, then you can't disable it short of turning it into chalk. Which I'd like not to do.
We don't really need any chalk, Mr. Priest.
Speaking of, how did you and Chioma get on the making a piece of this? Have you made a chunk for me? Yeah, last session, in case no one remembers, because I don't think anyone does. I wanted Alan to take a sample and memorize it, and then just create some for me. Just try and create a square of it out of whatever the hell, I don't care. I want to see if A, if it's possible, B, if there's any kind of reaction from it, and C, if by doing that, is it is the outer shell different from the inner shell kind of thing? What exactly?
I've got a sample of its hull metal, but if you want me to take any samples of anything different, then...
There's a piece of the radio, just grab one at random, probably one covered in nanites. You can tell because it twitches.
Oh joy.
It can't do anything to you unless you're made of metal. You made of metal?
I like to carry and handle things that are.
Yeah, well, just put your hand on it for however long you need. And wash your hands when you're done.
Is this particular piece of internal componentry any significantly metallurgically different from the hull metal?
Nope.
So it's all the same metal. Curious. That's a very flexible metal. In terms of use, not in actual flexibility. There probably is that too.
Aluminum is very flexible. You find it in everything. It shouldn't be surprising at all that whatever space carbon
I don't
steel
usually make the whole of my
out
ship out of aluminum, solid aluminum. It's not like this is a mix necessarily. This is
what
solid.
I mean is it's multi-purpose.
Okay, fine, but that's some serious business aluminum then. Well, the good news is Alan can make more of it, so we can just sell this stuff and be really rich.
How about no, Ralph?
Well, hey, I need funds.
Global economy.
Also, small distraction. My cat has found her way to my lap and is now trying to eat the glowing tip of my microphone.
Go, cat, go. Your destiny awaits.
It's hungry.
Clearly. Or it loves you too much and wants to get rid of the demon that's taking all your time and attention away from it.
That is how cats work.
Carry on.
The best I can figure to do with this thing, I've already stopped its communications, I hope. That's not really
interrupt really quick here.
Sorry.
Just bringing it up that Captain Tight Pants is having some trouble reconnecting because their internet problem is on their ISP's end.
Yeah.
That's balls.
So So they'll be back when they can, but we are to continue onwards.
Okay.
After that.
It's not a whole lot I can do from here beyond maybe trying to see if it has any particular weaknesses as a metal. So I guess I'll start. Well, first off, I'll look and see if they found any particular weaknesses, I suppose. Like, you know, if it's vulnerable to a certain kind of acid or whatever. Like, more so than normal. Because we all know certain kinds of acid lead to goddamn anything. My point is, if there's anything particular it reacts to.
Mars will interrupt as Ralph begins looking. We should probably begin working on that jammer first, Mr. Hardock.
Nah, jammer. Okay, fine. Let's get the jammer going.
I'd rather not have a city full of stormers coming down on our heads.
Wasn't that already what was happening? But point taken.
8 is not a city full of stormers.
Depends on how many there are, actually. How many people were in that blast?
Quite a few.
20? Not more than that. Alright, well, let's get on it. Where do you want
Remember,
this
it
thing
was on the busiest market street at midday.
Okay, so no more than, like, maybe 100. I can't imagine there'll be like 200 of these guys running around, but then again, I could be surprised. There could be people in the fucking sewer. Alright, so let's build this thing, wherever it is you want it built.
Legions of Rapid.
No, I mean, the sewer's around here like a tourist spot. It's weird.
Hopefully they closed up the chamber.
If they didn't, there's a big pile of rubble. So that's interesting.
Well, you could tell from looking at the technology that you can recognize, like you said, you saw the transmitter, and considering you've made a localized jammer before, it wouldn't be that hard to make a boosted one with it.
Yeah, just a big version. Mostly just countering... Actually, you know, I know this power, because it's the same power I use to talk to machines, which I was going to try on this thing. I just don't think it's speaking on terms I'd understand. Since I speak to machines...
No.
That's not how that works. I assumed that's what she was doing.
That's what the commander does.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I was going to use this power on... But I thought it wouldn't speak in language I understand. But the commander's power, female new commander's power, is definitely the same one I use to talk to him. She just has the most advanced version to convince them of things, like command them, legitimately.
If I can pipe in on a on an entirely out of character basis,
how do I know she does that?
Yeah, powers are not a mechanical thing understood in universe, so...
Well, I know she can talk... I know that when I talk to the machines, someone else was talking to them over me, is effectively what I got out of it.
Yes.
And since the only person controlling them at that point was her, and she's doing it through some unknown method, I'm going to assume it's through her talking to them in the same sense I talk to them. She's just better at it, and the word commander kind of hints at something like that anyway. So I'm
Which is all well and good if what you're doing is testing the device by making sure you can't talk to the nanites.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to basically, because right now the focus on this thing is kind of broad, which isn't bad, I guess, but makes it harder to build and longer. I'm hoping that we can basically just set it to that one ability, like mine, to make it both faster and easier to duplicate, and thereby will make it easier to do, and still shut her off.
I will remind you that Telex probably uses a different method.
Yeah, could be based on the same. Well, then we have to go for really broad then, because fucked if we know what Telex uses, you know?
That is what I had in mind when I said it would take you a few hours.
Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a... This might actually interfere with, like, some people's powers, kind of broad. How to explain this? Like, we're gonna have to, like, shut down all technology-based mind control, for starters.
How about you let Ian propose just tell you the point value of what he has in mind, because he has in mind what Mars has in mind.
Mars is overrated. Go ahead. I'm just waxing because I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because some of my powers are sort of technological mental crap, so...
I'm not going to worry about the point value for now, because what I want to do is one thing in particular. Mars has an idea in mind that will mostly just block off the nanites from receiving signals of any sort he is able to find after examining this alien technology for years and years and years. All that needs to be known is whether Ralph will cooperate.
No, I'll cooperate with that. It might, just throwing this out here, shut down anyone who has the nanites, like their powers, just complete. But then again, that's better than them going nutso. So yeah, let's do this.
That can be fixed later.
Yeah, I know. Let's do this. I'd rather than, not have their powers for a week versus going completely nuts and killing people. Yeah. Acceptable losses and all that.
Right. Does anyone have anything they plan to be doing while they're inventorizing?
Alan, get me coffee.
You're about to solve about 1 billion bar bets involving Omega.
True.
As to whether or not she's Stormer. Lovely. Tell you what,
Quick
Ralph,
joke.
you get started first. And
I say,
then
looking
I
at
will
him with a
bring you
wrench between my
coffee.
teeth.
I will bring you
Alan
coffee
brings a
as
surprising red tint to it.
I will bring you coffee as rewards for demonstrated progress. Get going.
Fine. Where's the paper in here? 'Cause apparently I have to draw out everything we invent first.
And I will leave a piano in front of you, and every time you hit the key I want you to, I will bring you a treat.
This may take a while. Not smash. I've hit every key. Yeah, I have no way to make my inventing more exciting than I do it faster, and I can't do this one faster because it's not routine. So
This is
Here we
really
go.
not routine.
I rolled a natural 1. I burned the paper somehow.
Luckily, you do have Mars helping you. You won't see his roll, but it's not a bad one.
Oh, it's upside down. Flip. Oops.
Mars reaches over and fixes the paper.
Right.
Did you awake today, Mr. Hardog?
That's when I asked for coffee.
Okay, so
Well, that was just that was the design roll, which is relatively quick and easy. It's the inventing that actually takes for goddamn ever.
yes, go ahead and roll for that, please.
I rolled a 2 that time.
Well, it's not a 1.
Yep. I'm being no help.
Mars rolled better.
I am just not helpful today. Okay, now I'll be helpful.
Has he put any hot sauce in the coffee?
There's no sriracha in the coffee.
Darn. That would wake him up.
Mm.
You should totally spike it with cocaine.
Okay, I'm gonna start making some weird shit with cocaine in my coffee.
If you read what I wrote again, you will find that is exactly what I did.
I'm gonna make some weird shit and summon Snowflame somehow.
Alright. So,
Can I make Snowflame?
I'm surprised you didn't, to be completely honest.
Let's proceed before we get hit with copyright infringement.
a little
Too
bit.
late. Also, I don't think they're gonna nick us for Snow fucking Flame.
You're hard at work with a jamming device, deep underground, when the entire vault starts shaking.
Old you
Oh,
things
yeah,
are
that's a
going to
great
explode.
This is about an hour later.
Son of a...
At first, just a few quick jolts, just. But they start to grow intensity until the room is vibrating violently. Tables start to tip over, some computers fall, robots stumble as they try to secure things that are loose.
I think Alex is trying to drill in here with his face. And it's working. Why is it working?
Heartbreaker, hate to bug you
Hide
wherever
the
you are,
shit.
but we could use a. Is anything going on up on the surface?
Is anything going up on the surface?
Just a moment, and you'll find out.
Evac the shit. Save the stash of information. And the stash of cocaine.
This sounds like a job for ants.
Okay.
That's his catchphrase now.
Before you have a chance to act, you hear several large cracks as the entire ceiling rips away.
Yep.
Something has ripped the roof of the vault off, along with all the dirt and the building above from its very foundations.
Yeah, weren't we like 20 stories below the Mars
We
Tech
need to
campus?
leave.
Yes, you were.
Whatever was doing that, either Godzilla's gotten pissed off at us, or we just need to leave.
Just a moment.
I do nothing to offend you, mighty Gorgia. Don't step on me. Yep.
Exactly as feared.
For the record, Ralph really should have rolled a bit better when he was taking apart that communications device.
I can't... Well, I think luck works on that, I'm just not sure. But I can't do anything
Next
about it.
time, just ask me to turn it to chalk.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I need the pieces to learn things, whatever.
He did kind of need the pieces.
I need, like, a source of what the hell his communication is to make a fucking blocker.
Why is
Please.
Brainiac attacking?
That's Telex.
That's
I guess you
Telex.
never saw the picture, huh?
No.
It is pretty brainiac-y, yeah.
Little bit. He's also kind of enormous.
Like, this is to scale, I'd imagine, give or take.
Actually,
Like
I think
buildings.
it's supposed to be a little bit larger.
Yeah, like, he's kaiju size.
That'll work.
That's his head, by the way.
I can't be too far away. When did I see this thing floating up to the place?
Yeah, that is a question, isn't it?
It appeared.
Yeah, you're right, he can do that. He can move, he either moves so fast that it might as well be teleportation, or he can teleport. Either way, it doesn't matter. He just does that.
Bastard. That's my thing.
Teleportation or moving that fast?
Either.
You do not run that fast.
Now,
Eaglet does.
if you could change the music to Ready, Aim, Fire, please.
Changing now.
Alright, music, I should boot that up.
Yes, it should.
Yay, intense crap.
I don't have it yet.
This is eerily similar to Bowser boss music, and it's very fitting.
It's odd that I still have unwritten return.
It'll kick in.
You should have it by now.
So, testing, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
We hear you.
Excellent.
Telex has destroyed everything.
Is Alex gonna put on a cat suit and chase us up a building? Because then that really would be Bowser-like.
You know, at this rate, I want to be surprised.
Just get your audio stream back up and connect to the server. Stuff has happened.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I already got the auto stream running, so that's a difference.
Let me just read something off for you really quick that the rest got. Before you have a chance to act, you hear several large cracks as the entire ceiling rips away. Something has ripped the roof of the vault off along all the dirt and the building above from its very foundations.
Hey, wait a minute. That building's where I keep my stuff. I'm gonna murder this bastard.
I think get your stuff in the tower.
Yes, we're under the Mars Tech campus.
Thank
Oh,
goodness. We're not. If this was the tower guy, I'm on board with you. Kick his ass, but I'm still gonna kick his ass. But that's not the point.
This is just a, corporate office building, basically.
Okay. I don't have any stuff anyway. I'm a hobo.
You know.
You just, if you need a change of clothing, you just charm the pants off someone.
Ah.
There is another map available to see now.
I'm the good guy,
Yeah.
damn it.
Let's see. There's Emerald City.
And is everyone on the Vault Lab surrounding right now?
Yep.
I can get there. So I'm on
Oh, yeah.
Vault Lab. I'm on Mars Tech.
This
Oh, yeah,
is what the building has looked like.
Hey, look, a hole.
This looks like a job for ants.
I'll leave Telex over there, even though he's technically over you, just for better visibility.
Out of curiosity,
Roger
does
that.
he have like huge hands, or do you just mentally do that?
Yes, I'll
Fine.
get to that in a moment. There's something else to be
Oh, great, more.
displayed first.
Also,
Of
of
course.
course, 3 other Telexes. He's a triple-headed giant, you see.
No, he's no Hydra.
Oh. Damn it, I was gonna make a joke. Alright, go on.
I shall drop inclement weather upon it. Hail, Hydra.
I saw where you're going with that.
Just a second. I forgot to fix one thing. Did not save.
I was gonna call him Mugira, but then no one would get that reference.
Nope, not getting that reference.
It was a really derpy drill space platform thing in Godzilla. It was like the shittiest. It was like the shittiest not Mechagodzilla that ever existed.
I believe Ian was going to reveal something else.
Yeah, we're just
Yes, I just it doesn't save as size for something. I have to fix that.
say to scroll it up a billion times.
There's Telex, there's the hole in the ground, here's the 200 city blocks on fire.
There we go. That's what I needed.
Here's your building in his grasp. He's using it as a weapon.
Here's the laundromat Heartbreaker was at, crushed already.
Just as it registers that the entire building above you has been lifted into the air, you see a group of silver-eyed stormers jumping down from the streets above.
We may need to finish this like now.
They are going to land. Spread out a bit.
Like now.
Is that on the vault map?
Yes, that is on the vault map where all of you are.
Okay.
If I might have an action.
As soon as he permits you to have one, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like as soon as
You
we're allowed.
could all take one standard before things go to crap.
Cool. I'm throwing everything in like the kitchen sink at this. I'm going to spend everything
by the way,
I've got.
Mars did get the Duke down here.
Oh, good. Cool. He did fit him. Nice. Cool. I'm not going to instantly die and be a ghost inside of the Duke. There goes my Ghost of the Shell references. Anyway.
If I could get you to Control-E the stream onto the Vault Lab interior map, much obliged.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Does anyone else want to do anything before I basically throw everything in the kitchen sink and attempting basically an EMP to shock the control out of them? That's more or less what I'm doing here.
Yeah, if we're taking actions before anything happens, I'm using Mr. Hops' action to get me back, and using my action to summon Pepto.
Okay, you can do that. Where would you like to appear?
I'm going to appear right behind the Duke, because it's nice and protective once he gets into it.
This is true. All you said.
Heartbreaker goes, bam. Need Pepto, where's Pepto?
Go Ulcer Dukes.
I love your powers sometimes.
Now, do my Ant 70 combat abilities?
No. They're all.
They
You had to
do
pour
not.
everything into fixing stuff because it's actually kind of hard to do.
Build a really large gauge really quickly.
They could do that. Just the case would be out of when the materials around and not necessarily very strong.
No, they're true fabricators.
Okay, so it'd be decently strong though.
I could actually use that power to build cages around everybody in this room.
But I'm pretty sure Junk Pile wouldn't have a problem with that. You know, just guessing.
Yep. I would like to do the nearest thing I have to
The panic button.
No, the thing that Chiome has, assay, evaluate,
Assessment?
assess, there's the word. I would like to
I don't like the names of the people in here. Now go on.
I would just like to do my, try to recognize, do we recognize these guys and have any ideas what their approximate, suite of powers may be?
I want everyone to roll an int check.
Okay, freebie. I rolled
So,
one again. Because
Can
it's not my
I
day.
possibly finagle my expertise on this one?
Yes, you can do that if you want.
Just by names alone, there's two guys with shock powers, there's a big pile of angry metal, and there's a guy called Mosquito, which I swear to God is going to be the most annoying character in this pile, like by 1,000.
Yes. As opposed to raw int, can I use my persuasion as investigate, which I can use upon first encountering an individual or organization?
Sure.
Good thing I asked for that, because that's a roll, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've been rolling kind of shit, but that's pretty shit too. Hey, at least all my shit rolls out of the way. There's no way I can fail the big important thing now.
Don't say
Heartbreaker.
that.
Heartbreaker, hit, go.
Yeah, I'm just checking it.
Doubt you're gonna get the bonus much better than 9. Unless you have like one of their weird.
Well, he could
social
roll
things.
a 20.
No,
Well,
I mean
only
like
have,
like a
I only
bonus.
have 2. Yeah, I only have 2 intellect.
Yeah. So unless you have some sort of like, well, they have special finagling for it. So
Well, I also have assessment, so I'm trying to figure out. I forget what that runs on.
Assessment runs off the site and it's a hidden roll, so it's more for individuals than
Yeah,
recognizing
that's
groups.
for determining individuals' like strengths and weaknesses, not for what you know about them. So for this, I just want you to roll intellect to see if you remember anything from the database you all have.
Okay, no. Well, I probably don't then.
I didn't. I know that.
Yeah.
But my excuse is I'm too busy trying to save us. Well, we fail.
Heartbreaker, you know one of these people, and only vaguely.
Garbage can?
I'm guessing it's Electron because she's hot.
Why not? Electron.
Also, why isn't this guy's name Garbage Dan? That'd be so perfect.
We'll find out, no doubt.
Garbage Day's his brother.
His weakness is bullets.
One of the few things you know about Electron is that touching her is typically bad.
Which is too bad for me.
Is it roguelike bad, or bad because she'll shock your ass off?
I'm gonna guess the latter.
Yeah, I just had
I'm
to
staying
check.
away from this one. I'm pretty sure that'll shock me pretty bad.
You don't want that in your electronics, let's put it that
Metal
way.
arms, metal
Yeah.
swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for someone not named Dr. Shock or Electron for a bit, eh?
Yeah, okay. Alan, you know some things about Dr. Shock, Junk Pile, and,
Blowfish or
Mosquito?
Mosquito.
Okay.
They're all Stormers, obviously. You knew all that already. Let's look at Dr. Shock first. Well, it would not be uncharitable to call him a genius.
Smart ass.
He's got a bit of a Frankenstein complex going.
Little bit, yeah. He's, in the very short time since the storm, which did enhance his intellect, he's put a whole lot of machinery in himself.
Roger that.
Kind of what you do.
Self-augmenter.
Yeah, and he's made himself immune to electricity so that then he can generate it without any problems.
Oh, he's going
Okay.
full Frankenstein, alright.
So again, one of those things that you'll touch it.
Yep. Who's next?
Junk Pile. Junk Pile is kind of as the name describes.
Yeah, we got ourselves a tar pit the second going on here.
He's a really tough guy. What's more importantly is he can, like, move through junk piles, apparently. There's reports of him, like, sitting around at some dump and stuff, and he just kind of travels between things. Doesn't help him much here, but he's got some weird stuff going on. All you really know is that he's about as malleable as a living junk pile can be.
Right up.
And he's strong, but that's not really unexpected. And Mosquito. Well, he's tiny, that much is obvious. He's got some poison stinging he likes to do.
Right.
That's literally poison. That is a really, really bad poison.
Gotcha. Okay.
Why do you name himself the Spanish Fly, then?
Chiome.
Wow,
Oh,
okay.
no.
We need to go... Okay, can we, like, do over? Just the whole session.
Chiome. You know something about blowfish.
I call it blowhard.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
He's an expert at encryption algorithms. No.
He can make spines out of his body. But that's not the actual dangerous part.
Are they poisonous?
The dangerous part is poisonous gases.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
That's no problem.
For you.
Yeah,
And
I'm
me,
going
too.
after that guy.
I actually want you after Mosquito because out of everyone, you're the one that can hit that little fucker.
I beg your pardon. We'll see about that.
Okay.
Yes, we can go.
Watch
Before
out,
anything
get
else
that ass
happens.
over here. Fine, you handle it.
Well, if every enemy we fight wasn't immune to my main power,
Which power is that?
change
Mind
of
roll.
heart.
Yeah, the mind push.
Have you actually tried that on a controlled stormer yet?
Yeah, and you said it didn't work because it was being overridden by the control they already had.
Yeah, it was a contested check against the control of the other person.
Yeah, you
And
just
I believe
failed
it was-
that time.
Yeah.
It can
So
still
it's doable,
work.
it's just
you just
hard.
haven't rolled
Okay.
it again, succeeded.
I was under the impression it couldn't work.
It is not an
And-
inherent immunity.
To be fair, it was really useful. You just happened to not be there that one time. Dominated the fight early on. Really hard.
Really hard.
Yeah, it took the strongest combatant and won the fight by just having him defeat everyone for us.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go after Junk Pile then.
Yeah, do that a lot.
Okay, so we have initiative from everyone but Ralph. Looks like.
You said we had one action before any
Yes.
of that. May
Yes,
I take
you do.
mine?
Take your
Because
standard
I'm
action.
throwing
Okay.
everything in the kitchen sink at this attempt. I want to attempt as big an area as I can. Like, we're working on this thing right now, like we're in the middle of inventing. I'm basically going to take that and just super science, give it some immediate juice, and just cause an EMP pulse to hopefully knock them out of whatever's controlling
Are
them.
you going for a literal EMP?
Well, it's specific hardwired to that one, like to their nanites. I'm basically trying to
so
knock
you're
their
going for the
nanites out.
nanite jamming. It's
Yeah, I'm-
specific because last time you went with an EMP.
I know. That's why I'm not going for. I'm not going for a citywide
Yeah,
EMP. I'm going for a targeted.
You're trying to take
Disable.
you're trying to take your half-done your half-done nanite jammer and turning it into a one-shot nanite pulse jammer.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay,
throwing
make
everything in the
tech roll.
kitchen sink at this. I'm going to throw extra effort at it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to throw. What's it called? Ultimate effort at it. Or is it called? No, ultimate effort is different. Damn it, what's it called? The one that lets me do doubles.
Something or another.
Yeah, I have it. I just give me a second. It bothers me. I can't find it.
I know
Alright.
you have it. I do forget the
Extraordinary
name
effort.
myself.
That's the one. Anyway.
Yes.
Point is, there's a lot of effort stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I believe I can get a bonus to my roll. So that's like the first thing.
Yes, you can add 10 to the result on a roll of 1 through 10.
Yes, I'll go with
so
that.
improve roll is a hero point use, not an extra effort use.
Well, no, all of this is... Yeah, I'm using a hero point to start, and that's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is this extra effort.
Extraordinary lets you
Thing.
do 2 things with it.
Yeah,
Okay, carry
That's
on.
what I'm referring to.
Okay, so to be more specific, you get to re-roll any die roll you make, take the better of the 2, and on a result of 1 through 10 on the second roll, add 10 to the result.
Yes, that's what I'm doing with it. And the second part will be likely either a re-roll again, I guess. Like if I somehow manage to get a 1, or
Sure.
whatever else is needed at the time. Like I don't necessarily
Oh.
need to spend it, but it's there if I need it. Because
By the way, everyone does have 2 hero points because you get another one for being ambushed like this.
Roger that.
I don't get fatigued from this necessarily. I might if I have to end up using that. second
Well,
one, but
you
we'll see.
had 1 point already.
So I get 3 now. Yeah,
No, you start with 1 because the adventure it's a new adventure.
yeah.
And now everyone has another.
Okay, so yeah, 2. So this is, even if I have to use that second one for my extraordinary, which I may or may not, we'll see, I won't be fatigued. So good.
Yep. One thing at a time. Start with the first.
Okay, step 1. Doing the EMP, whatever thing.
Tech roll, go.
Okay, so I rolled absolute balls on both rolls.
But you
And-
add 10 to the second.
Yeah, but I have my extraordinary effort thing, which gets me 1 more reroll. Or I can add a arbitrary number, which I don't know what it is. So I would rather reroll whatever it is. and
If
just
a
go ahead.
31 doesn't do it, I say you use your second to get an extra action and book it for the Duke.
I'm on his boat. Yeah.
Alright.
Just suggesting it.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. Let's go with that.
So a 31 technology.
Is that enough to hotwire to knock these lot out, or at least shake the nanites off them? Which may or may not take them
Mars will
depowered.
notice what you're doing and try to help.
I may actually depower these guys for a turn. That'd be cool.
Even if it only affects everyone within 40 feet, I'd call that a win.
Me too.
Okay, so you're messing with it, and you send some power through it, and it does definitely do something. You can feel the pulse of energy wash over you.
But there's no way for me to tell specifically.
Nobody moves.
Well, we're still in like slow-mo Duke time, so... Speaking of slow-mo Duke time, I think I want to do with that second point of extraordinary effort. And that's the initiative. I go first, period. Like,
I
That
still
is a-
recommend that extra action to get to it.
yeah, alright. Yeah, I'd only get here, though.
Roll your
Can you roll a
athletics.
run?
Can I run?
Roll
Yeah.
your
It's
athletics.
something
If you
anyone
beat a-
can
Oh,
do.
this is just gonna be embarrassing.
If you beat a 15, then you can double your movement speed.
Okay.
Come on, you're not gonna let an old man like me show you up on the track day, are you?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I told you, this is something I don't do on purpose.
To be
Reasons.
fair, you've got a 10 bonus, I've only got a 7.
I'm
Use
younger.
this
You
with
have,
you.
you have more athletics bonus than I do.
What? It just comes with the territory. Shut up. I don't do this for a reason, because I know I can't be relied upon to do it. If I can't do it consistently, I don't bother.
Right, initiatives. Let's add people in.
Not worth using luck on that, and I will fatigue the Duke to go first. Just, I want to go first. If I'm outside the Duke
you're
for any
not in
reason,
the Duke.
I'm going first.
Alright. You mean you're fatiguing Ralph.
Yeah, I can't fatigue the Duke to do this, so...
That's what you said originally.
Well, no, certain actions that the Duke is doing that involve, you know, Duke lifting something or moving, fatigues the machine. Certain actions that only I can do fatigue myself. Example, if I want to go first, because that's entirely on Duke's
Yeah,
reactive.
we follow you.
Or, sorry, Ralph's reactive? Blah. Yeah, they're both the Duke to me. It does get kind of wonky, yeah, but there's enough of it to still bother me in either case.
I was just pointing out that you said the Duke originally.
Oh, I'm dumb, sorry. They're both the Duke.
I wish we were fighting Dr. Love instead of Dr. Shaw. I need an arch nemesis.
You are his arch nemesis. I've had like 2.
If you want to, you could go start picking fights with Dr. Phil.
Yeah, sure, go do that.
You fraud, you don't even have your psychologist license anymore.
Just grabbing a drink, back in a second. I know I'm not going first.
Since I have to set initiatives anyway.
Actually, my arch nemesis is canonically Wheeler.
Well, is that really an arch nemesis so much as someone you just hate? I mean, you could consider the entire team your arch nemesis in that case. You know, everyone's up to you. Wheeler and the rest. I mean, they follow Wheeler technically.
Wheeler's the only one I've met. Can you guess why I didn't join the team?
Yeah. Douchebag McDouchebag. So if you take the same route if he follows the same route you do, i.e. his powers are more than just what was shown in the show, would be kind of a challenge.
Well, my
Pyrokinesis you don't fuck around with. That's a lot of damage, potentially.
powers are all in line with that. We just have superpowered animals in this universe.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if we follow in line, he can throw a lot more than just a little tiny fireball, is the thought.
He could in the show, too.
He just
They
held
were
back, I
all-
guess.
Yeah, they were all pretty fucking dangerous if they really wanted to be.
But they didn't want to hurt people, so, you know.
Yeah, it's a misconception people have about the show. They weren't weaklings. They cared about innocent lives.
Like, it's like being Superman, but you live with consequences. Because you're not bulletproof and shit. Because, you know, if you accidentally kill someone and you're Superman, well, you're Superman. Like, the amount of punishment you're going to feel involves, like, emotions. If you're just these kids, very much not bulletproof, super fast, and I don't even know if they're very famous for what they do.
Everyone seemed to know them.
I don't know. It's one of those weird
It's a weird
shows.
show, yeah.
Yeah, it's like on one hand they know them, on one hand they don't treat them any different. Yeah. He's doing initiative stuff. I'm not
I think it's your turn.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
done the
really?
initiative
Yeah, I
stuff.
just finished initiative stuff.
No. See, yeah.
I was proactively getting your attention.
My ass.
So, Ralph's turn first. He's getting in the Duke, I presume.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? In the Duke.
Speed mount.
Actually can and get in pretty darn fast. And the Duke is going to do the only thing that makes sense right now. Deflect like a motherfucker. I'm going to hope my allies can cluster around me as I just tank whatever it is going to come this way, because there's going to be a lot of pain coming this way. So,
Yep.
Deflect this up. Get close to me if you can. Pray if you can't. So, yeah. Done.
Okay.
Whole turn is get in Duke, activate defense mode. There you go.
Mosquito, then.
Of course he goes next.
He's a little hard to see, but...
Oh, good thing I'm in a giant metal body. Eat a dick.
Oh,
One
I'm
thing-
sorry. I forgot to roll for some people.
Yes, and I think Chiomi hasn't actually taken that action
Yes, you
that
had a
we...
standard action to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't think Alan did anything either, did he?
Throw a knife at a mosquito.
Well,
Well,
there's a window in the way, I think.
yeah.
Through the window.
Chiomi, if you go through the window first or whatever, then I can do something. Because otherwise I'll be taking my whole pre-combat standard action to go to the door and open it and get shot.
Lock.
Well, nobody has a gun.
Didn't need to be guns to be shot at.
Actually, I have a better idea. I'm presuming
Alan-
she can cut the window.
Actually, you could
Yes.
pick up Alan.
I've got precise as my attack, so, well, I don't know, picking him up and moving seems like more than one standard action.
No. You
Little
pick him up
bit,
as
yeah.
your first action. Everything goes like normal. Even if they try to get at you, they got to go through like walls, doors. Like they have to spend at least an action to do something, or shoot at you, one or the other, and you're holding Alan, so you're fairly more dodgy.
Well, he can use his
And
action
then you could
to
just
jump onto
speed
you,
over
and
to
then
me,
you can
drop
run.
off Alan, and we'd all be relatively safe. Like the quicker you get Alan to me, the longer Alan's going to survive combat. Because let's face it, his defenses aren't phenomenal. They're good. You're just not going to survive two people wailing on him. Do we
I
take
have normal human defenses.
We're kind
yeah,
of
get your
assuming
ass.
they
That's why
don't
your ass
have,
is behind me. Yeah.
like, you know, AoE blasting abilities, or putting you guys all in the same spot is a huge downside.
There's that too. I can't do much about that. Well, I can't interpose. That
Because
I
right
am
now,
allowed to do.
he's basically got cover, and he'll be alone enough where they might not deal with him.
That's a thought. Yeah. I'm not saying it's impossible. Just it's two
So-
kinds of poison.
Whatever roll I need, she's gonna cut open the window.
I don't know if that's a roll. That's I'm being cool.
Yeah, you can do that without really any difficulty.
Yeah, I've got precise on it, so what?
Oh, Pepto needs to roll into it.
Yes, he does. I forgot him out.
I love how his title is there. Pepto, the ulcer goose. Like you introduce him like that every time.
Have to know who it is.
Yeah, I know. It's important.
He's going to get his own spin-off comic.
Pepto, the ulcer goose, and his animal companions of Heartbreaker. They get up to superhero shit while you're away, it turns out. Someone has to save the city while we're on vacation.
Okay, after we're done with this, we totally need to do a campaign where we play as Heartbreaker's animal companions.
Oh, Jesus.
Better than my idea, where we write in Pepto as being a sidekick of Howard the Duck.
Nah, he's not
I'd read
sidekick
that.
material. I would read that though, yeah.
Well,
So,
according to what
Chio
I've
Man,
seen,
I believe
most
you're
people
trying to go
consider
through
the
a
movie to
window.
be that.
The only thing standing in your way is horrible jokes.
Yeah, pretty much. And Ian giving me the go-ahead, one way or the other.
You are completely fine to cut through the window.
You want me to roll the hit and stationary object?
You are
It's-
completely fine.
Okay, then that's what she'd do right before
Your chance to
combat starts.
hit, it's normal glass, like that's just, we're superheroes. You get through.
So you're just
Oh.
cutting through the window?
Yeah, cutting basically an opening for Alan to work through.
Already.
A perfectly, like, hand-shaped hole, and only his hand will fit.
Okay. Then...
before I forget.
Oh, yep.
Because of the nature of how this is happening, you can have his gun still if you want, because, you know...
Yeah, we haven't had the downtime at the tower to change up and leave it in the block of marble yet.
Yes, but for various reasons, you're going to have your upgrade.
Okay.
So you have your gun and your other thing, so, hey, you have both. You're superpowered right now. Go you.
I'm super. Thanks for asking. Okay, in that case, I am torn. Should I open up with insidious vapors on junk pile, or an explosion on mosquito and electron? You know what? I like the idea of 2 for 1.
Well, you do have a point. I was just going to say, the faster we can take over the mind of anyone, I don't care who, the quicker this becomes our fight.
I'm not getting the reference.
Me neither. My hat is fabulous, though. Thanks for asking.
Yes, it was mentioned it should be magic earlier.
What, my hat?
Yes.
I guess.
That's a thing.
Alright, and I need to make this roll of...
Right, you're doing both because of point.
if I want to do that, I can decide to do that after I make this action.
True.
Now they need to dodge.
Damn it, there goes the supercomputers. You have any idea how expensive this crap is?
Well, actually, is it insidious vapors or blowing things up?
He's blowing shit up.
Insidious Vapors only has a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, it's you
So
can tell
blowing
because it's
things
big
up.
and
Alright.
red.
Yep.
He uses
So-
purple for the insidious stuff.
Explosion. And let's
Yes.
hope I have a repeat of my init roll. Okay, I get
Very
the
nice.
full rank 10.
Rank 10, penetrating 10.
checks.
This is a penetrating 10, damage 10 explosion.
DC 20 to dodge.
Correct.
It'd be higher, but it can't be.
Yep. And I need to sink 2 more points into the root transmutation power before I can raise this to rank 11.
Of which we're 1 point away from.
Yep.
Praise be to with power rank 11.
Okay, so both Electron and Mosquito dive away as the explosion begins.
That's
Half
good.
Damage. Good, good.
Blowfish does not.
He's a blowfish. What did you expect?
His defense is blown.
Okay,
Behold,
so
the joke that we made 1,000 times
damage
this
10,
session.
you said?
Rank 10, yep. 5 for the 2 who dodged.
Penetrating as well, so if he has any ranks of impervious toughness, it means nothing.
Well,
Electron rolls a 20 and it's fine.
Okay, go her. Blowfish rolled a 1 and is dead.
Mosquito rolled an 18 and it's fine.
Son of a bitch.
yeah.
They're taking half damage anyway, so...
Yeah, they don't need to roll hot on top of that. That's mean.
Blowfish does not roll as well. And gets blasted backward a bit to slam it back into the alien tag.
Which crunches him to death.
No. It
Damn
is
it.
held up very well. But he is definitely dazed.
Okay,
Excellent.
that's progress.
Alright. That is my pre-unit rounds contributing.
I believe that's everyone. Yes.
Yes.
Now it is Mosquito's turn. And Mosquito is going to go for that hole in the glass.
Oh god, it's full of ninja swords.
He does not actually need to approach that hole in the glass, as he'll just hover there, and, how exactly does this work with Mosquito? Mosquito's kind of an annoying little thing.
That we got the impression that from the name alone, he's
Alan.
gonna be a bitch.
Poison breath weapon, 120-foot line. What?
No. Alan, you start to feel weak. Make me a fortitude check.
Fortitude check.
Yay. Like a
You
man.
shake it off, but it was definitely a feeling of weakness coming from that direction.
Righto.
Why is he throwing weakness on you, of all? Whatever.
Because I'm here.
Fair enough.
It is not literally the power weakness.
No, I know. I'm just from the impression I get, it's probably something that lowers your toughness or defenses. I'm just like, that's a
Doesn't
weird
matter.
choice.
Chummy.
Alright,
Kung Fu spinning kick the mosquito out of existence. You're a ninja. That's a fly. Catch a fly with chopsticks.
Let
Go.
Chris take his own turn.
that being said, he does have a point. The mosquito coming after Alan changes my target priority a little bit. Give me an assessment on mosquito then.
On mosquito?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, number one, since he's a guy, he shouldn't suck blood at all.
I'm just going to pretend that you don't exist right now.
Holy shit, I exist.
Okay. What you can tell, the one stat you can tell perfectly is that he has a dodge 26. Aside from that, his parry is higher than yours, his fortitude is lower, his toughness is lower, his will is higher, his basic attack, what is your basic attack roll?
Close combat's plus 14.
His basic attack is lower than yours. And what is your damage?
Usually ranked 6.
His basic damage is higher than yours. That is your son.
So, my chances of hitting this guy are really, really small. Yeah. Well, screw it. Gotta try anyway.
Jumping through the window of sorts.
Yep. Vaulting it.
Make me an acrobatics check. That's still enough.
Right, there we go. Now I remember all the modifiers I need. Okay.
Got your urban bonus.
Yep. So she's gonna try to hit him. But...
That hits. You don't get any multi-attack, but that hits.
okay.
Yeah, you're pretty reliant on that. The good news is mosquito probably doesn't have that much toughness.
Yeah, you're assuming he's not. His powers aren't Hank Pym style, just super density.
Yeah. So it's... God, I'm trying to remember, sorry. 15 plus rank, right? For...
Yep.
So
Yes.
yeah, DC of 21.
Ah. You do clip him. You hit him with the side of your sword as you go by, as typically as he tries to dodge, and he twirls off a bit. Mildly unfortunate timing. You'll talk amongst yourselves for a minute, because I need to go use the bathroom.
Roger that. So, how about them local sports team?
Yay, local sports team.
Local sports team sucks.
Is it my turn already?
I prefer other sports team of other sport.
I prefer no sports. Boo everyone.
I prefer sport from different country that we don't play here.
I'm a nerd and like esports.
I only like Quidditch.
Okay, we can't dig this hole any deeper. This is as deep as it goes. We've hit Quidditch.
I don't even really know what the game is. I just know the name.
Broken. That's what the game is.
Something about brooms and owls. I don't know.
That actually make it more interesting.
I'm hoping you put an owl on the field and try to chase it into a net with brooms.
No, but that would be a much more interestingly balanced game.
We need to make this a game. Screw PETA.
If it's a mechanical owl, I don't think they have any way to stand on it.
Now you're ruining the purity of Owl Ball.
Which has been played in its purest form for centuries in its native country of owl.
Oh goodness.
I still want to get somebody to do shopping cart jousting with me.
Oh,
I'd go
hold on.
shopping cart jousting with you.
I've got a reference picture for that. One moment.
So motorcycle
I figure
jousting is much more hardcore.
I only play card games on motorcycles.
No, what
Damn, that's
what
too manly for me. Can't do
What
it.
you guys really need to take up is naked fire bicycle jousting.
What part is the fire on?
The jousting stick.
Ah, okay. I'm just like, two of the three possibilities of what's on fire aren't good for you.
Everything about this is not good for you.
I know, but comparatively.
It is one of those glorious photos that its only real appropriate caption is "Meanwhile in Russia."
Well, in Russia, things are happening. They don't make
Russia.
sense.
Russia, where an explosion happens in the sky and people just keep driving.
Yeah, they really do not care about anything.
Did you see the footage of that? That was awesome.
No, I've seen, like I saw Tia show me the video of a guy casually backing away slightly from a obviously going to implode, or at least dangerously close to, truck, or a tanker truck full of some very explosive liquid. It wasn't gasoline, it was something else. And when it detonated, he just sort of went wee.
Yeah, I saw one where like this guy stops at a traffic light and a horse just crosses at the traffic light by itself and he doesn't even say anything.
Yeah,
What's it doing crossing at the traffic light by itself?
why? I would ask why any human being would ever do such a thing, you know, flaming, jousting, naked, but, you know, it's humanity. They've done stupid crap before, so, you know, this is another one put on the pile.
Like making a show where people play card games on motorcycles.
The difference there, though, it wasn't in reality. That's like if someone did that in reality, like actually make people play card games while on motorcycles.
Let's do it.
No. I mean, yes, let's do it, but I'm not doing it. I could get someone else to do it. I'll just watch.
Let's get some dual discs and some motorcycles and do this up.
sorry about that.
No worry. The conversation has been delightful. I'm sure you'll catch up later.
Oh boy, I don't know whether to be excited or terrified.
It's mostly references and puns.
And Owl Ball.
And owl ball.
What?
Come on.
No, actually, on second thought, no, stop. Just leave it there. Okay, so Chiyomi had her turn. I assume she's moving, though.
I believe she had to move to get there.
I can move afterward, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
she's moved by. Where did Mosquito go? Did he explode?
Yeah, he just got
moved
off
off
to
to
the
the right a
side.
little bit.
Oh, there he is. He's just really small. Right.
He is a mosquito.
That makes him. It's harder to point him out on a map for me. That's all.
He eats nectar.
No, it's hummingbirds.
Hey, security robots! Get to see
That's what
these guns in
mosquitoes
action.
actually eat too.
Yes, the security robots are on the initiative.
Yep, and their two-hit roll is 1.
She's not moving.
Okay.
I'm hoping Mars has some superpower he's just been kind of sitting on and is gonna, you know, throw it out there.
As far as you're aware, Mars is entirely tech-based.
So am I. Doesn't mean I don't have powers.
That's kind of exactly what that means. By the term entirely.
I don't know about this. I have organic tech implants that make me immune to certain effects. I'm assuming he has, like, maybe a wrist rocket.
Anyway, is that Chiyomi's turn?
Actually, I will step aside one. That way, if Alan needs a clear line of fire.
Probably a good idea. The security robots will not be firing immediately because they will be running at surprising speed.
Oh, of course. Save the president!
Precisely.
He's got just enough to make a full body block.
This security robot will fire at Dr. Shock.
Yeah, it's gonna do a lot.
Yeah, it'll fire, and at this range it hits immediately, but it does absolutely nothing. Dr. Shock doesn't even turn around to look at it. Electron. Electron is going to focus on...
Got it.
Going for Mars.
That is exactly what she's going to do. She's going to extend her hands out towards the security robots gathering around Mars and shoot a pulse of electricity. I will roll this semi-publicly.
I will compliment on Telex bringing the right tools for the job.
Hard nullified pulse does not work. Yes, Telex is much better at his job than the commander. Electron will then kind of zap up here.
By the way, how tall are these computer banks?
Taller than a person, but not by much, maybe like 7 feet.
Okay.
So yes, they can be used as cover and such.
Roger that.
Right, Mars. Mars will scowl, and he'll actually frown at all the robots gathering around him. And, what are you doing, Mars?
Manifesting mind bullets.
He's no psychic, unfortunately. However, with his int of 10, he had come up with a cunning plan. Run somewhere.
To boldly flee where no one has fled before. That direction.
He is not
Bowser
past
critic
his
did it.
athletics check.
We are so out of shape. Oh, he's going for the weapons.
He wants a gun.
Fair enough.
Pepto the Ulster Goose is waiting for Heartbreaker's command. Heartbreaker!
Okay, first I'm going to throw an assessment onto Electron.
Okay. Hold on a moment.
Is she a moon?
You do not roll that. I have to roll that for you.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Because you are not allowed to know what the result is.
Derp-de-doo.
But that does answer the question of what your number is. An Electron, you said?
Yeah.
Kurt?
He'd like to know her numbers.
You think you have some idea, but the way she's moving, you have a feeling most of your ideas are wrong. You still want to hear them.
Sure.
Well, let's see. Her dodge is lower than yours. Her parry is lower than yours. Her fortitude is higher than yours. Her toughness is higher than yours. Her will is higher than yours. And her attack is more accurate than yours and hits harder than yours.
There's a surprise.
And, you know, I'm fairly certain most of that was actually accurate information to where, but it's just everything that was bad is actually good. She's just better at you in every way. Because, let's face it, outside of your mind control power, you're not super.
I usually just use it to check people's will.
Let me say one thing in here again. Her parry is lower than yours.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay. I'm going to use my move action
Also,
to
Goose.
tell
Power!
Pepto to honk.
Okay, Pepto
And not
will
give
honk.
Max. Don't give Max a honking.
I'm gonna
Dr.
use
Shock
this.
is immune. Junk Pile is immune.
He
Damn
doesn't
it.
do that until his turn.
Yes, I know, but his turn is basically going on the same turn as yours. Do you have anything
Okay.
else you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt change of heart on Electron.
Okay. Electron is immune to Pepto. Blowfish is immune to Pepto. Mosquito is not.
Some good news.
Wow, so everyone except Mosquito is immune to Pepto. That's a problem.
Not really. I'll do the ant cage next.
Fair enough. I don't suggest doing it on junk pile, though.
Mosquito rolls well. There is an odd thing. After Pepto honks, you hear meowing.
Your power's supposed to be selective, buddy.
Apparently a cat has fallen into the hole.
Oh no.
Oh, good, no.
Okay, at least it's not Faster Pussycat.
Yeah, that is positive. Show me you're the fastest one here. Save that cat.
Seriously?
Seriously.
The cat
Save
is
that
totally
cat.
a stormer. What are you doing?
Okay, no.
Yeah, look at those eyes. Those are unnatural.
Okay, you're doing change of heart on Electron, yes?
I'm attempting it.
Okay.
Come on, man. Have faith in yourself. You are doing it.
You are rolling. We can oppose check.
What am I rolling?
Your powers
checking.
rank, effectively.
Yeah.
Don't tell me the result of this right away, because if it's low, I'm going to be using hero point to reroll it.
Sure.
I'll stick with that.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Just a moment.
You can still use your hero point to increase the difficulty of resisting your power, I think. I know that's one of the few ways to boost it.
Yeah, but it only increases it by 2, and just rerolling is usually better.
Yeah. No, I mean not for this. I mean for the actual part where she is. You can't affect her will save in any way, shape, or form. But you can make DC harder. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. If it was
because of your good roll, I'm going to check something else really quick. Now, because she's already controlled, you manage to supplant the technological control with your emotional control.
Cool.
You have controlled Electron.
Neat.
But she has already had her turn. I believe that's all of yours.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm done.
Blowfish is dazed, but he will take to the skies by partially inflating.
We're fighting Kirby. Why are we fighting Kirby?
So
he heals Electron and takes her power.
He'll float about 30 feet into the air, and will be no longer dazed.
That must look so amazingly stupid and horrifying at the same time.
Dr. Shock is going to turn towards that goose.
It did nothing to you. Did not harm the goose. It's innocent.
So you say that, he's as smart as Ralph.
That doesn't mean you know the goose, dude. Yes, it does.
Especially with the center built into his head.
Yeah.
So he is carrying a rod of some sort that he will hold out and extend towards the goose. Yes, that's it. Ooh, but he rolls very bad. So the
I got a
blast
question. Hold on.
What?
So, he's attempting a ranged attack against the goose.
Yes.
He's within my parry range.
Yes, he is.
I didn't roll very well, but it depends what he rolled.
He rolled complete crap.
Well, if that beat him, and I'm going to guess it did, because of this, it's basically whatever it was. If it's dodge, doesn't matter, parry, it's all just this. So, if this beats him, I get to bounce it back at him.
At him only?
Yeah, just at him. I don't have the more advanced version. It just goes straight to him, and I use whatever attack roll on him, basically. I'll double check.
Okay. He fires a bolt of electricity out of the rod, and you can deflect it.
I punch it back at him. How dare you, sir? Hold on, I need to go double check to see if I use his or mine, because that is pretty important.
he uses deflect, knock it back at you, Ganon style.
Here we go. Free action, first he must successfully, then he must make a normal check using your... Okay, I'll attack modifier. So that was a ranged attack, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be this. So I'm using my roll with his attack, basically. Does that hit him? I think it does.
Yes, the electricity hits him and disperses over his body.
Yeah, I didn't think it did.
He does not
Doesn't
care.
do any damage, but it's cool. I literally, I like punch the lightning away and just look at him like, nah, that ain't happening.
It definitely did a thing. He'll just stand there because he doesn't see any threat to himself at the moment. Junk Pile, on the other hand...
Yeah, redirect is the one that lets me, but that's more expensive.
Junk Pile is going to chase after Mars. How quickly can Junk Pile move?
I'm gonna guess not very.
Don't rule them out.
I'm
Yes.
You might have a decent athletics.
yeah, and I'm getting a slightly Juggernaut vibe from this guy.
You're not actually isn't all that fast until he gets moving. Like, once he starts building momentum.
I know.
Well, as long as he don't let Junk Pile run in a straight line, we're good.
Junk File is going to take the fast route, run towards this wall, slam on it with his fists, and promptly just punch through it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not right. The Juggernaut's powers are magical in nature. He's not a stormer.
Just want to get a level file for that. Where did I put my level files? There's my level file.
Thing I knew that the person who wrote X-Men 3 did. Yay.
Oh.
To be fair, it was probably best to rewrite that to be a mutant power.
I know, they were trying to avoid any non-mutant powers at all, and that's why Rogue doesn't have Miss Marvel's abilities.
Mm-hmm. Because in that little universe, there are...
Oh
god, everything is made of
Native
rubble, everything's destroyed.
That was
Christ!
amazing.
The whole thing came down.
Tell
How
us,
did we
you're
hit that
supposed
wall?
to drop that building.
Not roll new characters.
I'll be fine, everyone else is dead.
Rocks fell, everybody died.
Okay, I'm rolling
So
Snowflake.
I just gets bored of this, drops it, like, yeah, I'll return when I'm done.
Or a Shadow Mage.
Oh, yes, as a note, Telex is using a tractor beam to lift the building.
Roger that.
Okay, cool, so it isn't just giant hands or something, it's weird.
Giant hands would have been more amazing.
I know, but I'm just saying, he didn't have giant hands last time, but that's where he got them from.
I will also remind you, there are people in that building.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't reach the building, give me a second.
We'll burn that
Jugfile
bridge when we
breaks
get
through and starts to lumber his way towards where Mars wants a weapon from. Alan!
Alright.
You do have your jetpack, by the way, so you're a bit more mobile than usual.
Yeah, we got Skeeter here. Blowfish over there. Electron's up in plain sight.
Yeah, but she's ours now.
Oh, is that the lesser or greater form of control?
The
That
big
is full control.
Oh, right, the lesser is compelled. There we go.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
She's on our side for the time being.
All right.
Or just kick the crap out of Dr. Shock or something, I don't know.
Well, Mosquito here has a hellish dodge.
Yeah, you're not putting him in a box.
Mosquito's dodge is higher than Geomix.
Yeah.
Look at the
Actually,
size of
Geomix
this.
knows exactly what Mosquito's dodge is. It's a 26.
He nearly put as many points in dodge as I did into toughness.
Yeah, he'd have to.
He'd have to crank almost every defense point he has to get that high.
Or
It's
just
a
be higher
choice.
item level, character level.
Well, that too, but you still put a lot of points into it.
All right. In that case, I doubt I have much of a line of sight to Dr. Shock, do I?
You are up on the top
You
of the
have-
floor.
You have quite a few computer banks between you and him.
Yeah, but
Oh,
how high are these stairs?
They go about 5 feet.
Oh.
Okay, so I could see him, but
Yeah, not much of a firing angle.
To be fair, our safest
okay.
bet might be
I'm-
just introducing Vapor's Blowfish and they hit on a well.
well, Blowfish is right down in the guts of these computer banks.
No, he's flying. He's 30 feet in the air.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's poofy.
Yeah, you can just shoot him in the face.
That too. You could pop, that'd be funny. He's doing the Kirby thing.
I'm going to work on giving Ralph a combat advantage, so I am going to put Vapors on Dr. Shock. He is
Okay.
he's just at the limit of my range there.
Woomph.
You need to roll if they go in a certain direction, yes?
Yes, so here is the centroid. Here is the offset offset direction, and the offset distance. Open.
So basically, it's going to go right on top of it.
Yeah, it's gonna basically jump over to the left one step. Yep.
It looks like it's going to catch one of the security robots as well. Was worried about it possibly catching the Duke.
That is a worry, yeah. But it didn't. I'm okay.
Now they have to roll dodge checks, yes?
Let's see here. He gets to, yes, roll a dodge to mitigate the possible infection.
What is the dodge DC?
The dodge DC is 20.
He has not passed that.
Okay.
Security robots.
Pretty sure security robot's just gonna fucking
Security
melt.
robot will not.
Yeah, he's just gonna fucking
Okay.
minion.
So now he rolls dodge against 20 again, and this time the margin by which he fails is the amount that he will sap from his... Which defense do I want to take from him?
Do you want me to go get him? Parry's the one I aim for.
Yeah, I'll take it from his parry.
So how does that work? Is it degrees of failure or point difference?
Point difference. So if
Okay.
he rolls a 17 on this dodge roll, then he loses 3 points of his dodge defense.
Is there a maximum to this?
Minus 10, the rank of my effect.
Okay.
And since it is progressive and persistent, so he will keep on rolling it with fortitude resist on subsequent rounds.
Okay. Well, you could definitely see him cough.
Excellent. But it is insidious, so neither he nor I knows how much effect it had.
The security robot is
A minion
kind
and
of
poof.
spasming. Well, it hasn't taken damage, so it doesn't mean to go away, but it's kind of... It's got smoke coming out of it.
It probably has no parry. Now.
Possibly, yeah.
Negative parry.
Okay.
Is that an
Encourages you to hit
invention,
it.
or is that something you paid for?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Is that an invention, or is that a power you paid for?
Power.
That is a alternate use of transmutation.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it cost me a point in
Oh
order
yeah,
to be
you
able
haven't
to...
actually seen that in action, have you? The last time it was used was back in the chamber.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I'm seeing his alternate powers. Yeah.
Yeah, that
yeah.
one's really handy. It's his big rebuff.
It's weaken 10, I can target any defense, and it affects everyone in a area. The only problem is the area is a little inaccurate.
So are you flavoring that as a thing from your gun, then? Or?
Nope, that is me transmuting gases at a distance to be quite unfriendly to exotic biologies.
That arrow up there is now made of pure, I don't know, chlorine. See how
Stuff
that
like
goes.
that.
Duke!
Wow, this defense is well. Look, to the ceiling with you, sir. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna see how lowers his defense are is what I'm trying to do. So it's a normal hit for now.
You have hit.
Neat. That is a rank 13 hit. So versus toughness. Depending on how much I succeed by, I would not be against him going flying straight up in the air, uppercut style, and probably
Dr.
landing on
Shock
his face.
raises his arms in front of him in a, crossing X shape to catch the Duke's punch. And he actually catches him.
Cool, strength check. So I'm gonna grab his ass.
Okay.
Yeah, this is him.
How much do you need to succeed by?
Well, if I succeed by 1, I win. We're in a grab. If he loses by 10 or more, he's immobilized and all this bad shit. If he's just lost, period, he's just hindered, I think it is.
Well, you have barely won. You managed
Well,
to
he's
just...
still for the sake of a grab, he's still in a grab. Then I don't need to win by 5 or whatever. He's in the grab with me.
You have grabbed him.
Cool. And that's that. I'll go double check grab.
While you're doing this, high above you, Telex is moving the building.
Immobile and vulnerable. That's what he is.
Over us, or...
To the side. He wants to put it down.
Okay.
So he's immobile and vulnerable, you said?
Yeah, immobile and vulnerable is 1 degree of success on my part. Which means just winning.
Yeah, you dropped, you actually dropped Dreadnought's toughness by the maximum you could in there.
LOL.
Ouch.
You made his armor paper.
Yeah.
Paper armor. So I have Dr. Shock in one hand. I'm gonna go see if I can put another one in the other hand.
Well, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's me. I'm done. Yeah.
Mosquito will, buzz around Chiome and then stab at her instead. Make me a fortitude check.
Oh, this is gonna be funny, actually. Unless I'm mistaken, I thought Chiome was immune to poisons.
This is not the poison.
Ah, airborne poisons. Okay.
Yeah, she has
This is not the poison.
Well, she rolled well, so there you go.
Yes, you did. You could feel something, like, poking at your torso, but nothing happens from it, and the mosquito didn't actually touch you.
At least take me out to dinner first, Slap.
He buzzes off if nothing happens. Before Chiome gets to go...
Telex does a thing?
No, Telex is moving the building.
Ah.
It's Precious's turn.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
I told you, man.
The fuck? I thought that was just
Heartbreak
something
already
we
has a
save
bunch of
randomly because
animals.
heroes. The fuck?
I told you, man. The cat's gonna get you.
So we know the cat is there now. And might have an ulcer.
Yes, the cat does have an ulcer.
And then
And it will still have it, so it will drop down a, what was Ulcer Goose's secondary effect?
He like slows them or something.
Impaired, hindered, paralyzed.
Hindered them.
That's not right. Because hindered is a 1 degree.
It might go the other way then.
Paralyzed is the last, though. Impaired and hindered are both 1 degree.
Weird.
Okay, I'll have to look at infliction because just a second. I'm actually trying to figure out how you apply teleport to people other than you instead of just considering.
Second degree options are disabled, exhausted, immobile, and stunned. Prone and compelled are also options, but don't really make sense here.
Yeah.
It went hindered, immobile, paralyzed.
So immobile. Okay. Precious the cat is immobile.
It doesn't matter though, because Precious the cat is all powerful.
Precious the cat will turn its attention towards the Duke.
Why do I fear that cat more than I feared any foe before?
Because you do at least have part of a brain in your head.
Nah.
And because cat scratches hurt more than anything.
Nah.
Isn't Ralph immune to mental powers?
He is. It just
Nothing
bounces
will
right
happen
off.
as the cat stares at him.
Well, that's what it gets
I don't
for
like the
trying
way
to
that
use
cat's
puppy
looking
dog
at me.
eyes.
Chiome.
Holy shit. It's Precious, the mind-controlling cat, arch-enemy of Bunny, or Mr. Hops.
To be fair, you don't know that the cat's done anything yet, except for
I know,
but
but I find it amazing the fucking Bunny has an arch-enemy, and Heartbreaker still doesn't.
He's got Wheeler. Just give him time. Chiome.
Right, I'm gonna keep chasing down Mosquito.
And you are the only one's going to be able to hit him ever.
I can hit him, I just can't do anything to him.
So we're going for an affliction.
Okay. You have hit momentarily.
Well, at least you're hitting.
No multi-attack, though.
Right. And afflictions are 10 plus the rank, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be DC of 16. Yeah, 16.
What does he roll?
Oh, he rolls parry on this one.
So basically what you're asking is that he rolls a 1.
Yes.
He did not.
Yeah, that's the problem with it.
You can
Alright.
hit him, but all your attacks are kind of reliant on them being
Right.
easy to hit.
Well, regardless, he takes a DC 21 damage effect.
Yeah, because he hit him last time.
Yes. Is it on your turn or his?
Mine, like right now.
Okay.
At the end of her turn.
Yeah.
DC 21, you said?
Yes.
Yep. Echo of last time.
Ooh, he's taking that one hard.
Yay!
He must have injured a wing when you hit him the first time. He suddenly dips in the air and he loses quite a bit of altitude. He is staggered.
Nice.
Ouch!
Okie doke.
The security robots will go back and keep trying to keep up with Mars. They're supposed to protect him. The Creator is running away from us.
Except our Embrace Master.
Alpha formation.
No, Beta.
No, Gamma.
Gamma isn't
Electron.
even- Hey guys, can we pose like the Ginyu Force? No!
What will Heartbreaker have her do?
I'm trying to work out math for something I'm doing on my turn.
Feel free to Thunderbolt Blowfish out of the air. Or whatever it is she does.
Hey, Electron Love Muffin, do you mind protecting Mr. Mars from junk pile for me? That would be super sweet of you. I'll totally get you flowers.
She
I'm
probably
so
still
happy
has
I can't hear that.
something left over from her past control because she doesn't respond in any way, but she does zap over basically through people to be in junk piles way. And she will do her best to stop it. Oh, Electron, what have you got to hit with? Well, not the best ever, but it'll work. She'll just do the standard electrical manipulation thing, hold her hands out and zap lightning at him.
Unlimited power, so on and so on.
She misses.
He was 3 feet in front of you! How do you miss?
There's must be titanium beams in the roof and ceiling here. It's not my fault.
Mars will blink an Electron defending him now, but will shrug it off and go to grab a gun from the wall.
Did he grab the BFG? Please tell me he grabs the BFG.
He grabs a pretty big gun. Once he grabs it, he'll run back out, shoulder his way past the robots. But that will be his turn for now.
You have Blowfish in the air, puffed up like Kirby. There has never been a better time for a BFG than now.
Heartbreaker.
Okay, I need to know some things for my maths. How far off the ground is that building?
Right now... Just a moment. At the moment, it is hovering 20 feet off the ground, which is 20 feet above where the vault ceiling was, which is 30 feet above you. So it is 70 feet above you,
What is?
the building.
Okay.
Bottom of the building that Telex is carrying.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out. And how big is this building?
It's like 5 or 6 stories, and
Roughly how many ranks of cubic feet?
Shit tons.
Just a second.
If you can tell me, it's like 5 or 6 stories. You said.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 72 feet vertical. What's its base?
Probably about the same size as the vault, so 180 feet square.
180 on each side, you mean?
Yes.
Alright, that's 2.3 million cubic feet, so rank 21.
Hero points can take you beyond your usual rank measures, just saying.
Yeah, I'm already using a power stunt though, but
We have 2. You haven't used any
Yeah,
of
you
yours, I
can
don't
only
think.
use 1 per round.
Oh, right, because I took advantage for that. Something
Yeah.
special.
You're definitely something.
Shut up.
Such love.
okay, so 21. Just a sec.
Are you gonna build like another building on top of this one? And just be like,
Okay.
lift this one too, asshole.
No. I just need to check something else. So far, I'm up to 44 points for this power stunt. I also need to be able to put... Yeah, how much are all these people gonna weigh?
Shit ton, but not more than the building.
Even if we, like, grossly overestimate there being 1,000 people in that building, they still come in at rank 15 mass of people, ignoring the building. Or do you need to aim lower?
I'm trying to do a teleport that will encompass the building and be able to grab everybody and put them on the ground safely. So I don't need much ranks. I just need to get to them. I just need to get the mass up and cover the area.
Right. Teleport is a in Mutants and Masterminds. Teleport is a part of move, or is it its own effect?
It's movement-based power.
Yeah, but it's its own effect. You can apply the modifier affects others to it, and if it doesn't affect you, then that doesn't cost anything. So I can make a huge... So if I add the area to it, it affects everybody in that area except for me.
Yeah?
Well, every willing creature in that area except for me, and then I can move them all to the street. So
And
I
you
just
want
need
to have a change of velocity on it, but that's not a huge deal.
Yeah, that's a flat 1 point, which is fine. The problem is trying to get and in order to get them down to the height they're at, I only need 2 ranks in teleport. It's just,
The area.
mass is my problem.
Do it 2 shots. Do it like it's 2, like, do what you can now, next turn do it again, or whenever you have a spare second.
Well, you just need 15 points to increase mass, don't you?
Okay, so it cost me 4 points just for the teleport. In order to get the area up, I need to put... I think we determined I need to put 21 points into its area.
Okay.
Cover the entire building.
Which already brings me up to 48, and at rank 2...
Oh, or dumb. Put distracting and other stuff on it.
Oh yeah, right, I can put flaws on it. Okay.
Yeah, just flaw the shit out of that.
Okay, so let's just get
It
what
makes
we
sense
need
for you
then.
having to concentrate so damn hard.
So that's 21. The 4 ranks plus, sorry, the 4 plus the 21 times. Leaves us at 46 so far. We need to get it up to 15. That's 15
a lot of
flat
points
for.
There's lots of penalty stuff you can take. Have nothing to do with area.
Yeah, increased mass is a flat one, not a 1 per rank, so that's good at least. So far I'm at 61. So I
Well,
just need to put flaws
What
on it
is
to remove them.
what is your budget? Why are you still finagling it?
I'm going to be doing that as a
power stun.
as a power stunt for replacing the power that summons my animals.
Right. And what's your budget there? What's the value
50
of it?
points, so I need to lose 11 points from this.
Okay.
Anything that does a -1 per rank would do it, I think.
No, because I'm only
That'll-
putting 2 ranks into the teleport.
Ah, okay. You're gonna have to pile on them then. Yeah, you're gonna just pile flaws
Yeah,
on
what-
this thing.
What do you already have on it in terms of flaws?
Oh right, I also need velocity just a sec, so that's at 6.
I'd say make it distracting and increased action to a full round. Noticeable.
Yep.
You could make it tiring if you want. You could also make it uncontrolled, for that it would just put them somewhere you don't know, but that would be bad.
Yeah, that would be very bad. Let's see, what's tiring do? Oh, it makes me fatigued. Which I can shrug, which doing the power stunt is already doing. So I don't think I can combine them.
No, probably not.
You'd probably become exhausted after that.
I could throw a side effect onto it.
Fades you could totally put on it. I mean, it's a little bullshitty, but good.
No, you can't, because you can only use it the one time.
Okay.
Because it's power stuff.
You know what?
Concentration, technically.
I sort of really care about saving all the people in this building, so I'm fine with putting I'm fine with putting a -2 per rank side effect on it. Of the DM's choice.
Oh. They like
Okay.
use the effect on such a problematic side effect. Actually, you're looking more at a quirk than a...
Yeah, it'd be a quirk, because side effect is if you fail you.
Yeah, and you can't really fail this, is the idea. Because you don't want to be able to fail this. Noticeable...
But I get what you're doing. Something will happen, and you can succeed at doing it because of that.
Increased action.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it'll be
there's not
noticeable,
many others.
You'll be distracted, it'll take a full round action.
Takes concentration? I don't know if that counts.
That just leaves him. Did you take distracting? Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Concentration doesn't apply because it's an instantaneous effect, not a sustained.
Noticeable, we definitely have.
Yep.
Quirk, we're taking...
Yeah.
Technically, actually, think a quirk, you can take more than one quirk. You could actually take infinity
Yeah,
quirks. Just, there'd be a lot of bad shit happening.
That's kind of cheesing it, though.
I guess, yeah.
Well,
but then
yeah,
again,
I
he
need
is
to-
having ill effects for it.
Okay, so I'm fine with taking the full round to activate it.
That's 3 points, I believe. Yeah,
That's
you get
two. That's 2 points. We need to lose 12 points off of it.
So that's 2. That means 10 more to go. Oh boy.
I mean, is sense dependent possible?
Will anyone be able to get
Concentration
everyone?
2. That's 1. So we need to get 9 out.
Oh,
You
it's
have distracting in there?
instantaneous. We can't take concentration. We
Yeah,
take
you can't take
distracting instead.
concentration.
So yeah, that is still 1 out, but it's distracting, not concentration. We can't do. It's one or the other. We could do check required, but that means a level of failure.
There
we
is a
don't
flaw
wanna
in
fail
the
this.
page itself that could be thematic. Medium. You have to like summon hops to use hops as a way of doing it.
Okay, that could work. How much is that?
It's -1 cost per rank.
Now that's so. Remember, per rank is 2 here, so those are doubling up.
That's only -2. I don't think you can really. I don't think we can get Malice's here or get it into your budget.
Hold on, increased action.
That's the one that makes it turned it from the standard default.
Okay. And that's a -2 per rank for what he's doing? Or -1 per rank?
Which shape was it that you that you chose, Brad?
I was gonna go with the cylinder. That seemed the most efficient.
Yeah.
Have we attached limited to this yet?
I don't think we can.
I don't know, limiting it to living things rather than unliving.
Oh yeah, it actually should have that attached.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. I got it down to 0. Okay. Okay, take the medium. That's down to 10.
What
Take
medium?
Hops.
You'd have to summon hops, which would maybe mess up his
You can just use the
actions.
boost.
Hops isn't really a medium. That's the thing. They'd have to travel through something. If the building's not attached to something, like they could travel through the building to the bottom of it. That would be bad.
Yeah, medium is like teleporting through power lines.
Hold
or
on, I need
stuff
one
like
more
that.
-1 per rank.
Like
Name the
Black
rest of your
Lightning
stuff.
can do.
Just go ahead.
Look at limited.
I took increased action, so that gets down to 10. Distracting, that gets us down to 8, because it's 1 per rank, he has 2
Yep.
ranks.
Yeah, sure. Keep going.
Took tiring, it's down to 6. I took work, down to 5.
Okay.
I took, where is it? Noticeable, down to 4. Took tiring, down
You already
to 2.
said that.
Yeah,
You already
said
said
tiring.
that.
Oh, I already said tiring? What was another one then? Increased action, did I say that one?
Yes. You should probably write these down.
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing them now.
I can't take tiring. This is already
No.
fatiguing me.
Oh.
You can do it if you want to be exhausted.
Yeah, you can go fatigued, exhausted.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
You could make it unreliable if you want to leave it up to chance.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so hang on. Activation. -2 for just -2 flat.
Yep.
Activation, tiring. That's 4 down.
Distracted.
Distracted.
6 down.
That's a another 2.
Limited. That's 8. Noticeable. That's 9. Bit of a quirk for 10.
Ooh. This one might work and might even be thematic. Feedback. Have this be such a huge strain on you that you'll have to roll to resist damage.
That would get you to 12.
Yeah. Normally feedback doesn't work like that, but if the DM will allow it, I'll go.
I'll allow that.
Actually, hold on, we might already be at 12. Tiring,
Ow.
2. Distracting, 2. That's 4. Activation, 2. That's 6. Distracting, 2. That's 8.
You just
Limited.
distracted twice.
Oh,
I-
damn it,
I-
I'm an idiot.
I
You
have
seriously.
it. Yeah,
As soon as I
I
said
have
it, I just...
We have.
I haven't written down. I haven't written down. I'm at 10. Adding feedback. So I'll have to roll something to avoid damage too. Okay.
Yes. But with that, you can do it.
It's completely reliable, but it's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, and there's also a quirk that's going to come up of the DM's choice that's going to be fun. So, okay.
It's probably gonna get Telex's
It's
attention.
Heartbreaker being Heartbreaker. It's good.
He is being very, very heroic. I will give him credit. This is incredibly heroic thing to do.
Yes, you are getting a hero point for this.
So,
Okay.
It makes you feel better.
give us your theme.
I use my...
By the power of my ring!
Let him speak.
Make a epic, man.
I use my powers to summon my ants and hops at the same time, having my ants use their speed to speed up hops and get everybody on the building down to the ground.
Okay.
Zing, 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 zing.
Are you screaming anything at this point? Because this is pretty epic, man.
Hold on just a moment.
All anybody will actually see from this is huge flashes everywhere.
And you on the ground around us, like clothes billowing as your ring probably like erupts in power.
Yeah, my ring. Yeah, so everybody
now
sees
at
flashes. My ring glows a bright pink, which illuminates the entire building and everything around, and everything in the next couple blocks around, probably.
You have the ant swarm on the Mars Tech campus now.
There's hyperspeed. It's what do you call it? Bucket chain, something like that. Like bucket chaining a rabbit.
Yeah, they're using their powers to augment Hobbs' powers.
Teamwork. Meanwhile, down below,
Well-
we don't know what's going on. It looks epic.
The people inside the building are terrified of the ants that are carrying them to the bottom of the building.
No, they're.
Oh, they're distracting everyone.
Yeah. No,
Alright.
Hops has. They're surrounding Hops in a cloud and making him move at super speed. He's grabbing everybody one by one really, really fast.
So this will see a blur of rabbity ant, and
Yeah,
then
so-
they're somewhere else.
All anybody actually sees is a bunch of flashes illuminated by my ring lighting up the whole area.
And then they just appear down here in the green area,
Dave, more or less.
more or less. Telex doesn't seem to notice. Heartbreaker, roll me a toughness.
As your ring burns a hole through your hand or something.
Seriously.
Not quite.
I have 5 ranks in toughness here.
Ah, my hand. Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Just let
You
him
get-
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do it.
enlighten me.
I kinda don't wanna now. But it's really thematic and appropriate.
You volunteered.
He has a heart attack. It kind of makes sense.
Stop
little
giving him
extreme.
ideas.
A little extreme, yeah.
Well,
I
not
don't
like
know.
a killer heart attack, more like extreme heartburn, but you know what I'm saying,
Well,
right?
that explains the exhaustion.
I mean, it would. It completely knock the wind out of him. I'm just saying, it kind of makes
You
sense.
are exhausted. And with the mental stress of having to order around both the ants and hops at the same time, while hops being superpowered by the ants and lighting up the entire area. Well, have you ever had a migraine before?
Yes.
Have you ever had a cluster headache before?
No.
Ever had both at the same time?
Oh no.
You do now.
Yes, you do. You can only ever take one bruise at a time, though.
But if you could take more, you would be.
Yes, you are dazed and exhausted.
That took it out of you. You saved
And that took my whole
lives.
turn.
You saved
And
lives.
I suspect Pepto will be devamped as well.
Yeah, that gets rid of him. That superseded the power that summoned him.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you massive credit here. That was very heroic.
Yep. Saved people.
A lot of people.
I'm actually not using the PowerPoint, so not really any point at this point.
Well, you can
use it to shrug off some effects.
You can use the hero point to reduce exhausted to fatigue starting on your next turn.
What's exhausted even do to me?
A lot of bad shit.
Yeah, a little.
Fatigue is a small nuisance. Exhausted
You're
is a pain in
impaired
the
and
ass.
hindered.
Yeah, it's the impaired that. Really...
Actually, your best option might be the recovery choice, because if you take your next turn using the recovery action, that might get rid of most of it. Not the bruise, but to get rid of most of the other effects, because it's all one source. You overextend yourself.
Impaired is -2 on all checks.
Pain in the butt.
Hindered's no big deal.
Just halves your movement speed.
I'm not sure whether what just happened is unfortunate timing or not.
Oh?
Because I feel like I'm going to be pulled away here, but it's also 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
That's
not
a
a bad
decent place
spot
to stop.
to break off.
Yeah,
He just did the big epic
action
moment.
works. So.
And at the exact point where the comment would be like, next time we see what happens after the amazing, you know.
Pardon me, Brad?
I always forget how the recovery action works, and this site's awful.
You take a standard action and you recover from the worst thing currently affecting you. In this case, you reduce exhausted to fatigued.
And
Use
it's
a hero
limited
point.
it's limited to once per combat.
Yeah. It's
Okay, that's... Yeah, I might have to do that next turn then.
And if you
And
combine
then
it with
if I
a hero
use the
point,
hero
you're going to
point,
nick
I'd
everything
be-
off.
Yeah. If I combine it with the hero point, I'd be fine. Okay.
And it's taking another turn to basically do nothing, but hey, you're back to fighting form.
I just saved nearly 1,000 people. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
No,
that's pretty good.
this turn was not doing nothing. This turn was extremely effective. I just mean next turn will be a turn of doing recover from that.
So yeah, after that goes down, I grab my chest and fall to the floor. Well, fall to my knee.
And hopefully you don't die.
And nobody in this room actually saw what I did, so that was completely unimpressive to all of you. You just saw
Well-
big lights and you're like, what?
The sky turned pink.
That was
I'm
cool.
sure we'll put it together.
You'll hear a lot of people screaming about ants at some point.
Yeah, then we'll figure it out.
They wouldn't have had time to see them.
The ants are still there.
We'll see
You
what's
haven't
warming down in a
these
second.
summoned them yet.
They're always there, watching.
They shouldn't have been that supersized the summon tower. They should have just come with hops, moved everybody, and run away.
Alright, fine. In any case, I have something annoying happening now, so I'm gonna have to go.
Hopefully I can get the
Alright.
recording footage from that building or whatever's left of that building and actually see what you did in really slow motion, but you know.
Good
all
luck
they
getting
would've-
anything out of that building.
all anybody in it would have just seen is the flash of pink light and maybe a bunny-shaped flare. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Trailing ants.
Alrighty. So, we will see you all next week.
That should be good.
Yep. I gotta go take care of this.
Thank you for joining us for Maths, the episode.
Yeah.
See you later, Ian.
Bye-bye.
And yeah, everyone else, I am here next week. We are doing Clusterin, but the week after I am out of country, so
Okie dokie.
Alright, everyone. See ya.
All right.
see you next week.
Night, everyone.
Bye, Aziz.